everyone, and welcome once again to Studio 44. I am Phil Sherman, bringing you another fantastic Stadium Extravaganza video because I have a gajillion and a half amazing stadiums from you, the fantastic creators from the Stadiumverse. And that Stadiumverse is blowing up. We have stadiums coming from men. We have stadiums coming from women. We have stadiums coming from dogs in diapers. And we have stadiums coming from veterans, newcomers, Hall of Famers, all that stuff. I'm starting to get caught up, so hopefully we can make these videos a little bit shorter in the future. But for now, we have a ton to get through, so let's go. Jumping right into things, we're starting off with a channel member and new friend to the channel is Tufflehund13. He has Domega Hella Riverfront Stadium 26 for us. All he says in the notes is that it's a recreation of PNC Park. He was asked to switch the Clemente box from right field to left. He says there's also a version 2 that you can show either one. Only one change that he knows of is Wall of Fame for his subscribers. Okay, so I think I see that. And maybe there's more on version 2. This is version 26, but we start in right field. Big empty space out here with some wiffle ball and team store, little lonely kiosk. Domophobics on the back of a scoreboard. There's the river for the riverfront. Oh, and it kind of curls around too. That's cool. There's Sharky right in the middle of the river. Fun. Domega Hella Riverfront. There it is. There's the Clemente box. Yeah, they have the big wall in right field in Pittsburgh, right? Then they got the fan stairs or the ramp around, what they call it, right? Oh, this is funky. That looks great. Is this that one? Yeah. I like that. Nicely done, Tufflehund. And then in the back, too, it gives it a good fancy look back there. Stands are broken up. Building that lights up, surround that corner. Very, very nice way to start out the video. Bunch of buildings across the street that you're going to get a good peek at while you were playing your game, setting home runs out there or fly balls. Oh, is that a bridge taking you to the parking garages? That's fantastic. Over the river, right into the ballpark. Love it. Let's get behind home plate and see what it looks like. Turn on the lights. Oh, yeah, that's a cool view. Domega Hella. That's a cool shot right there. Look at that. One stadium in, we already might have our thumbnail. That's fantastic. All the buildings look cool lit up. Wrapping around that corner. Nice. Tufflehund. Send myself a screenshot of that. Maybe we have our thumbnail already. Love it. Heading way up to the northwest corner of the country where we have Kirkland Ballpark. It's in Issaquah, Washington. Max altitude, built in 2026. Comes to us from Vice Versa 777. He says Kirkland Ballpark features the archway prop used throughout the lower level seating. There's a Costco distribution center in the background in right field. Right center has a miniature park with trees and other greenery, fountain and concessions in the center field plaza. More plazas available in the left field foul side with shaded seating, a mini baseball field, and standing room only sections. Says he would have liked to add more background but ran out of space. Let's check it out. Right field. There's, oh wow, look at this. I mean, I guess you never, is this two together? Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't think it was that tall. How many does he got? Oh, there's 3 of them in there. All right, cool. That's fantastic. Kirkland Ballpark, that's great. What a great way to doll up that sign. Vice Versa. There's that little park. That looks great, too. The greenery around the curved concourse. That's a great little park in there. Excellent. And there's the arches, like he said. Fantastic. More arches. Very nice. Vice Versa's. Dialed up the scoreboard a little bit with signs on either side with the lights right there also. Here is the plaza in left, standing room only, like he said, by the foul pole. In the restaurant. Fantastic. Little wiffle ball field here. Oh, this is great too, dude. Nothing standard around and behind about that. And the arches kind of close off the stadium too. It's kind of cool. You get to take a peek outside between innings maybe. Get a view of the city. Again, he said he wanted to add more background, but 38,000 people. This is a great ballpark, dude. Hall of Fame circle in center field with the fountain in there. Got some lights. Got the concourse. Folks are walking around. Now, what is these? What are these from? Oh, the parking lot. Okay. Now, do they light up? Because that would be fantastic. We'll pull her back to the normal spot. Flip that light switch and see how it looks. Yeah, does light up. That, I think people are going to be borrowing that a lot, dude. That's a great idea. To get more lights around. Yeah, just one of the parking lots. Those lights light up. Fantastic. Swing around real quick. Pull her back. You have your stamp for the awesome scoreboard, and you deserved it for many, many other things. Vice Versa's 777. Fantastic. Thank you, man. Turning things over to another channel member. This one of our Golden Canoe members. Boxable Park in Las Vegas, Nevada. 2,300 feet is your altitude, built in 2026. That Gold Canoe member is Mr. Flip of Plan B 211, and he says in the notes, he spent most of the memory on the inside of the stadium, layered lots of props to blend in and give the inside a very custom layered look. Check things out. Right field. There's the layers, a bunch of luxury seats stacked right up on top of each other. In front of that, fancy seatings, little greenery patches. Someone told me what they think they should be called. Elevated plant boxes, or I don't remember. There's a wolf over there in the corner, howling away, using the fancy space building as an entrance to get into here. That's cool. Now, what is this? Why does that look so different? Did you add? Yeah. That's a nice touch. That looks fantastic. That is really cool. We got some members recognized here. Members of the Stadiumverse. Turtles Tacos, Shady Shakes, Studio 4044, Studio 44 tier. Yeah, I like that angle down. I think you did that in the previous one too. Closing it off with the old school building. What is that, like 5 stories, 4 stories? I mean, there's 3 windows right there. You got to figure there's at least 2 down here, right? Crap, now I put it in. Eesh, I hope that's the right spot. That's what she said. Look at all this. Flip, been nailing it. Oh, this is cool. Steps to take you down behind the screen here. More fancy seating. The posh seating. Using the trestle. And that little tunnel takes you into the funky building over there. Oh, and you got singers under here for some more light. That's fun. More of the same over in left as far as the custom building. And the tunnel. All right. Another wolf. Some vehicles in the entrance. Funky roof. I'm guessing this is grounds crew. Custom garage door, maybe. Maybe these are the grounds crew's vehicles. And over here you got ZZZ Boy mattress. Hey, it looks very comfortable. Clock tower surround the batter's eye. Behind the batter's eye, we have the Hall of Fame circle with some statues and the team store statues. That's not really a cool way to. But look at these corners with these great concessions, the customized Dad Bod's Brewing, Murph's Pizza, stage up there, nice grass area you can sit and chill. Cool ride. That's kind of cool. Shoot you right out in the field. That's fun. Oh, and this is great too. This whole little play area here. And what's in that area, fellas? I see canoes. We have canoes. All right, I waited for the first canoe to pop up to tell you guys this. I hope this doesn't make me too much of a sellout, but as you can see, I have my Life is Better with Canoe shirt on. I have officially partnered up with Amazon to share links for products in the descriptions of my videos and collect a commission on some of those products. But I'm not going to go out there and just find random crap to try to sell to you guys. I want to sell stuff that like is fun to Studio 44, like this shirt. Mark recommended this shirt to me. So I found the link, put it in the bottom. Now, if you want a Life is Better with Canoe shirt, you can pick one up in Amazon. And if you follow my link to pick it up, I get like $1 or $2. Also, I have the canoe horn in the link. So if you want your very own canoe button, the air horn button, you can finally get a piece of that. And again, if you buy it through my link, I get a little taste. I get a little taste. Or should I say, I get a little taste. Where's my taste? Yeah, Mark turned me onto the shirt. But if you don't want to hand Amazon more money, you can always head over to the Studio 44 store and pick up the Baseball Stadiums Are Better with Canoes shirt that I have created and is now available at the Studio 44 store. There's 2 different versions depending on what kind of t-shirt you want. I mean, I don't know if there's much difference, but they're there if you want it. And more shirts are coming. I want to do a San Diego's Canoe shirt. I want to do some kind of shirt with the stamp whenever I finalize whatever the real stamp would be. And hopefully we'll find something cool to sell with the Amazon links. Like we could always sell Cocoa Dino Bites. I get a very, very small taste for those, but yeah, like I said, I want it to be cool stuff. I don't want it to just be random products to try to, sell out and try to make money off cheap stuff. But yeah, I thought it would be fun. But hey, there's Stadium Center up there in the corner. Sorry, Flip, to use your stadium to shamelessly promote my new ventures. Oh, I like having the scoreboard on the outside too. Oh, look at this. He's got laser ribbon all the way around. Yeah, you always got to check out a flip of Plan B Stadium on the outside. Cool. That's a great way to incorporate those carnival rides. Two-deck feel. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at like Detroit recently. Detroit and Pittsburgh. They both have the 2 big decks. This could be a retractable roof. I like the horseshoe or the U shape. Get back in here. Did we turn the lights on yet? Let's make sure we do that. That's another great shot. Did we stamp her yet? Let's make sure we stamp her. Bow. Boom. Hopefully we only have 1 stamp for this video. I don't know, which stamp do you guys like better? Probably should have did a poll at the thing, at the premiere. I put one up on Discord, but I'm not sure if many people saw it or felt like voting. But yeah, flip a Plan B, still with the stupid black walls. Come on, SDS, let's go. Great shot, great stadium. Thank you, sir. Off to Ohio, where we have Fifth Third Field in Toledo, Ohio. Altitude is 620 feet, built in 2022. This comes to us from 8 Monkeys. This is what, second, third stadium we've seen from you, sir? Says this is used for franchise mode for the Toledo Mud Hens. Crazy custom stadium, so many special features. Kid splash zone, get in the zone. The mini park, 420 somewhere spot, at 420 feet, special greenery room and slide out, custom scoreboard and center, roundabout standing room and left, Fleetwood's tap room with mural, bird of prey on the roof, and behind home plate is a special VIP area. Tried to do something nobody's ever designed before. Says it's very strange. Lots of signage and full range of lights for the evening. All right, well, let's take a peek. Right field, there's it's 420 someplace. So I'm guessing this is 420 feet away. Yeah, like right in the middle of that. Oh no, in the back of it. Fun. Nice little deck, and then you got the dinosaur building. Oh, there's some dogs in there. Cool. Oh, just one dog. All right. Slide takes you down to the bottom level here where there's a wiffle ball field and folks standing around a pool. Lazy river. I was surprised. I sang some Bobby Darin in the last video, and people were like, dude, are you singing Bobby Darin? I was like, heck yeah, I'm singing me some Bobby Darin. There was like a time in like the mid 2000s, like 06, 07, 08. I was like obsessed. We watched the movie and G59BW 8 Monkeys. There's the custom scoreboard he was talking about. Fantastic. All the pinwheels. Welcome to Toledo. Toledo Mud Hens. Fresh donuts. Let's effing go, Mud Hens. Let's go. Yeah, that is very unique back there. Oh, and then you got a little bench here for some folks. Boom. Love it. Hot dogs, fifth third field. Fifth third field. I should just let you look at stuff and stop trying to talk. Oh, there's the baby on the stupid thing. I mean, well, I guess it is food for kids, but still, come on with the baby. You've got to see the baby. Oh, I like this little pond out here. Excellent. 8 monkeys. Digging it, bro. Yeah, very quirky dimensions. You're going to be hitting balls into a lot of greenery. It's going to just vanish in there. That's always fun. Now, what's going on over here? Oh, okay. Nice. You turned it so the standing room only comes out. Nice. Very nice. The part that normally connects to the decks, he has sticking out for people to watch the show. Fantastic. Or the game, I should say. Dude's going to rob a home run ball over the hit it here sign. Nice. Fleetwood's tap room. Yep, there's the mural. He mentioned the clubhouse on top. Falcon. Right? It's a falcon. Yep. I'll remember all these animals eventually. I mean, I guess you'd think I would. We're 6 years into the same freaking statues. You'd think I'd know by now. Is it 6? Yeah, 6. Again, just weird random shadows. Are there different clouds? Is that what happens? But then, why are they so straight like that? Such straight lines. Lights are on. Yeah, plenty of stuff for lighting up. You got the pinwheels all over the place. The neon lettering. Get in the zone. Auto zone. I see get in and I want to go, get in my belly. I'm going to eat you. I guess you could just go right over here and say, it's a baby. I'm going to eat ya, baby. 8 monkeys. Glad to have you in Studio 44, sir. Thank you. Tudor's Biscuit World Sasquatch Park in Charleston, West Virginia. 508 feet is your altitude, built in 2026 from Darth Hefner, as I said earlier. Sponsored by Tudor's Biscuit World. Created for the West Virginia Sasquatch. You can see the Capitol Building, the West Virginia Capitol Building, across the Kanawha River. A good shot down the line could end up in that river. Y'all swing by my YouTube channel and check out Outlaws Franchise. Thanks, Phil and Fantabulous Community. Absolutely, dude. Oh, yeah, I'll hop over there for sure. Do you do fictional players by any chance? I need fictional players so badly. There's no completed fictional roster yet, so I'm plugging in my Ricky Davis League guys into fictional teams. But like half the other teams is like MLB player, blah, 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 and they're no real names. So I need either a fully fictional roster to plug my guys into or a crap ton of fictional players to fill in those spots. But here we go, 300 feet. That is fantastic. The 2 wedge buildings facing each other, meeting in the middle, right pretty much right at the foul line. And yeah, you could get one over there into the canoes. We have canoes, and I turned my seat so I could stamp. Very fun. Yeah, I like the different angle of this water. There's the Capitol building. This is fantastic, dude. Yeah, I'll hop right over there and check out that state. Great job layering the luxury plaza. I like that stacked look, I think, with those, not having the space underneath. I think that looks better. Hiding the gray part. Yeah. I never know exactly, like, how much space you're supposed to have. You know what I mean? When there's an overhang. But if you stack it like that, makes it tougher to hit the second layers in a home run, but it's still cool. There's Studio 44 tier. Taters, 350 down the line. That's a poke. Yeah, so it's going to be tough to get up here, especially up here. I'm guessing you can in Home Run Derby. Pretty standard around and behind. We have Sasquatch Park. Tudor's Biscuit World. Yeah, he said he pounded those things as a kid in the notes, I guess. There's the river. There's some buildings behind the stadium. Excellent work. That river's cool. The funky layout of the water, that's great. There's another possible thumbnail there, fellas. Very creative. See, that's what I always say. Like, if you have right field, it's very unique with the water and the wedge, the buildings, with the restaurant seating on top pointing at each other. That's very unique. Don't make left field too simple. Now, it is just seats, but the way you have them stacked and the signs in the front, adding the different layers helps make it look different. And you have the lights up on top and the welcome to West Virginia. That's all fantastic. At least in my book. To me, that's what makes a really good stadium. Nice work, Darth Hefner. Palmtown, California hosts our next stadium. It's called Beachside Ballpark. And that's another thing, fellas, real quick, and ladies. Going back to the whole can't find a stadium in the vault thing. Even if I did make a mistake and put the wrong stadium down at the bottom, at the beginning of each stadium, even if I don't read everything off the screen, I show this stadium property screen. So that name, stadium name, will show up in the vault. So even if I did goof, it still will be there, at least at the beginning of each stadium. So just another tip to help you find these stadiums. I don't like seeing you guys struggle finding stadiums, because one of the whole purposes of this channel was to make it easier to find good stadiums in the vault, because this vault, there's so much crap. But anyway, yeah, this comes to us from Tekich2 channel member. I don't have any notes. I don't know if I lost them or if he didn't send any, so we'll just dig in. Right field, holy crap. Look at all the congestion, all the layers, fantastic. I love it. Everything nice and enclosed. And again, every stadium doesn't have to be enclosed. Every stadium doesn't have to be wide open. It's whatever fits this particular stadium. And then if you look on the outside, there's the beach or the... Is it sand? Yeah, it's small sand. Cruise ship right outside. Going to be on one of those in about a week. Beachside Ballpark. Okay. Blended in the building over here. I like that. Kind of hosting the name of the ballpark right there. Bleacher section down low. Luxury seats blended into that one building. Yeah. Perfect. Nice. 3 decks. Seem like nice and low, don't they? I like it. Now, what is he... Is that part of the deck? Oh, yeah, it's a... Okay, that's why it seems low. It's 2. It's the contemporary upper deck, so it comes with the 2 layers. And there's no plaza. Oh, what do we have outside, fellas? Right up by the beach club. A bunch of canoes! We have canoes, and it looks like you can get right into the ballpark via canoe. Look at this. Yep, there's a couple parked, or at least one. Oh, there they are. Fantastic. That is excellent, dude. Boom. Tekich 2. I like the custom scoreboard, hiding most of the shark, but... leave the part that counts up there. Nice. Then you got the party pier and There's that building. Nicely done, sir. Faced off outside of the stadium with the fan stairs. That's another good move. I think this roof gives you the best outside of the stadium look, just in my opinion. That's another good screenshot, fellas, right there. Boom. And ladies. Fellas and ladies. Let's not forget Jenny for Speed and Bo Tiger's daughter. That looks great. Yeah, fantastic. Heading on over to Chicago, Illinois, where we have Comiskey Riverfront, Chicago. Altitude is 597 feet, built in 2026 by O23 Echo. How did I let it slip that this gentleman is from the UK? Fantastic. So that makes 2 now contributors from the UK. Thank you, sir, for finding us from so far away and being a baseball fan in a non-baseball country. But he says this is a new stadium on the newly purchased land by the Chicago White Sox owner over the plot where the new Chicago Fire soccer team stadium has built theirs. It is featured in this build. The right field is positioned to allow Murakami to hit some splash shots into that Chicago River. Now, is that land all used up? Is there no chance for the White Sox to head over there? Because I know that was a plan. Or is the soccer stadium going to take it all up? All I know is if he does hit some river shots, there's going to be people in canoes trying to get some home run balls. And again, remember, link in the description of the video if you want your own air horn button. But yeah, I like this, all lined up with lights and statues, and he's got the brick border with the tile ground. That's awesome. Or floor. Do you call it a floor if it's outside? Custom stairs to take you around. This is a nice funky little section. Excellent. Yeah, you just, I mean, I've never been to Chicago, but I've seen a lot of pictures and movies and stuff. I get a Chicago vibe from this place. Nicely done. There's the pinwheels, of course. Bleachers, smaller section with the bigger. Well, are they? Yeah, I guess they're smaller. I mean, it looks like 2 rows. Huh. But I like how they're off-centered here, and you got the team store and the ballpark eats. Maybe you can get one up here. That would be a Polk, I'm guessing. 330, yeah. Maybe over the bleachers and into this section. I don't know if you're getting up here in a game. But you got the trees and the statue, sculpture. More custom stairs to take you down to this area where you got the Hall of Fame circle and more concessions and little kiosks. Rooftop seating over here, fantastic. Using that little restaurant, great idea. Oh, you got some lonely people way back here. Are they lost? They told me the stadium is right here, but there's nothing. No. Now where is? Oh, is this the custom soccer stadium? Yes, Chicago Fire. Fantastic. So yeah, is that a thing? I mean, were the White Sox still planning on moving over there, and then the soccer stadium came in and snatched it up? I know there's talk of the Bears leaving downtown. Nice work. Lots of fun stuff in here. Definitely a stampable park. Boom. Great city. Looks like he's making the Sears Tower here. That's not the Sears Tower. I'll put it in post. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But it'll always be the Sears Tower to some people, right? Some Chicago people. That looks cool, this little niche up here. Now, are these based on renderings, or did you go with your own thing? Either way, it's very well done, very clean. A fantastic build from our friend across the big old pond, known as the Atlantic Ocean. 023 Echo. Thank you, sir. So glad to have you and your builds in Studio 44. Next stadium comes to us from another dear friend of the channel. This is from our good buddy Rico1379. It's the Burnside Dome in Phoenix, Arizona. Your altitude's 1,086 feet, built in 2026. He says, your favorite stadium returns. My favorite stadium? What do you mean, my favorite stadium? Says, I had to rebuild it. Right field is pretty much the same. Left field is completely redone. I wanted a big wall of signs, but the most important part is the pinwheels are back. Oh, this stadium. Shit, I'm blowing it. I practiced so many times trying to stare at the camera and keep the spin going. Now he had them all grouped in fours. I had to go through and ungroup each one so I could do this again. Hold on. Did I turn the volume up? Here we go. And we're off and running again, fellas. Come on, how many of you downloaded the stadium and did the exact same thing? It's so fun. When you get closer to it, that's when it gets really good. Oh, reverse. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Have you guys ever seen that video? This guy's trying to get out of his parking space, and this girl was blocking him. And he's like telling her to, what are you doing? You're so slow. Reverse, 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 reverse. All right, I'm getting bored of this, fellas. But that just means turn the lights on and do it. Thank you, Rico. You all should be thanking Rico for this wonderful, wonderful portion of the video. Do 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 do. Reverse. Oh, Rico, thank you so much, buddy. Oh, boy. He said right field is the same. I honestly don't remember Rico. All I remember is the pinwheels. But you got ice cream. Oh, I think I remember this. The three of them built together, and then you put this guy up here as a wall to keep these people safe up here. Scoreboard walk. Big restaurant in the back. Got some falcons. Then over here is different. There you go. The Burnside Dome. Out of town scoreboard fit perfectly in there, and you got the GGBL represented. Oh, this is cool back here. All the concessions in the wood deck. And then steps to bring it up into here. Okay, okay, okay. Now we're talking, Rico. We're talking. That's the good stuff. Oh, that's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. Steps on either side. Now, were the dimensions always that freaky? Either way, boom. I love it. And then he clearly has... Now, when you guys do stuff like this, are you going for like a roof that closes, or are you just getting it as closed as much as you can to give it the dome feel? A la the old Cowboy Stadium, right? Wasn't there like a teeny tiny bit open? Same thing with Olympic Stadium, right? In Montreal. Isn't there a teeny tiny opening in there? But I like just the big wall behind of either luxury and booths and press boxes and all that stuff. And then plazas and luxury plazas. I know they're contemporary, but then on top is the luxury suites. Very cool look. Goes almost all the way around. Stops in center field for some signage. And then you got the move-in Connecticut Globe. Fun stuff. Great job, Rico. We got plenty more in the queue from you. At least one more. Turn on them lights for realsies, not just for pinwheelsies. Yeah. I get started once again. Now these are a lot more level than the last one because I seem to remember them like going up and down a little bit more. And I moved your scoreboard a little bit, Rico. I hope that's okay. It was getting in the way of my spinach. I can't even do it anymore. Well, there it is, fellas. If you want to make yourself dizzy and have way too much fun with something that simple, there it is, fellas. The Burnside Dome is back from Rico 1379. Thanks, sir. Just heading a little further west where we have Montgomery Village Park in Santa Rosa, California. The altitude is 164 feet. Built in 2024. Comes to us from Andrew Gets Hyphy. He says, let's call this a renovation of a stadium I created in MLB The Show 24 and you showcased in the video 2 of 3 of a late night of recording. I vaguely remember that. I think I had the old surgery. It was in May. I was able to get a lot done because I wasn't working, but yeah, this is a nice, cool build. You got plaza level seating. You got laser ribbon turned around over here. Then you got this big grass area and the steps and some concessions behind that. Trees kind of keeping people back. Nice. Big plaza back here with the outlet mall. Gorilla standing in the middle of the fountain there. Cool. Folks are chilling out, giving me Braves fan vibes. Flavor Town Rooftop. Oh, that's cool. I like the seats coming up. So if there's a foul ball, they can hop over the railing and try to grab some souvenirs. That could be fun. With the wagon up on top. That's awesome. 2-decker, 20,000 people. So it's kind of high for a minor league, low for majors. But it's great. It's nice and clean. Faced off with the one building here with the overhang thingies. What's over here? Some kind of garbage pile? Interesting. Oh, okay. He's got like a little extra color to the grass with the bottom of the one building. And then your street level with the top of the field level seating out here, so it gives the stadium that buried in look. Nice. Church is propped up nice. A couple parking lots. Some warehouse type buildings back here. Looking good. Pull back, hit them lights. I'm digging it. Now you have to let me know, is there some kind of reason for is it because of the bend? Yeah, I'm guessing that's why. It's a good idea. Because if you get those awkward bends, then, you know, the picture doesn't line up. So it's kind of cool way to do it. All right. Andrew gets hyphy. Not wifey, hyphy. But yeah, nice clean build. Looks all well thought out. That's a good shot. That could be a thumbnail. Nice work, Andrew. This next creator is not only new to Studio 44, he's new to Stadium Creator in general. This is Shoutout Field, The Boys, USA. Altitude's 100 feet, built in 2026. Comes to us from someone who calls himself Typical Boy 115. He says, Shoutout Field is my first ever build. It's also an homage to my family and friends. I was not able to fully finish the entire idea of the stadium because of low memory, but I am happy with how it turned out. I am open to suggestions and hope you like it. Well, let's take a peek. Right field is already looking good. The Miller Time fountains. All right. Now that's a creative way to do it. Just to kind of throw these guys in here and section them off. I'm digging it. Bushes in front. Nice. Singers in the corner. Hall of Fame corner. You got miniature golf courses and Hall of Fame circles and gloves and pirate ships and all kinds of stuff. 365. It's deep. I was hoping you can get maybe up here or on the roof even, but not in the game. But this is great. I love enclosing the home run hill. Fantastic, dude. Pease porch. Dude, this is amazing. Great first effort. I don't think I have to remind everybody of my crappy first stadium. Nice big high brick wall out there and left. Super fun. And you have the pool from the big apartment building built right in. Very fun. AJ Sweets, Fogel's Fun Zone, JQ's Nutrition, all nods to his family and friends. Pretty standard around behind, although he does have the buildings to kind of close things off. Maybe give it a dome look or a dome feel. Very fun, dude. I mean, it's kind of hard to make any suggestions. Felt like you were going for a certain feel and you pulled it off. Obviously, spending your memory and concentration on the inside of the park, which a lot of players do, or creators do. Blending in a bunch of buildings together here. Very fun. Yeah, I love all this. The brick, and then up here, it's like opposite. It's curved in down by the out of play or out of bounds walls, whatever you want to call those. And then the concourses circle around and out. Cool. Old school roof. The fountain's a great idea. Surrounding the hill's a great idea. It's all good, man. All good. Keep building. Keep sending them to me. There's the wiffle ball field. There's some dinosaur rides and playgrounds and pools, water slides, all kinds of fun stuff. Nicely done. Typical boy, 115. Nailing his first stadium. My advice to you, sir, keep coming up with fun ideas and executing them just like this. We're off to Atlantic City, New Jersey, where we have Sandcastle Stadium, created by Junior 537. He says it's originally the home of the Atlantic City Surf, but it's been upgraded to AAA for the custom franchise team, the Atlantic City Aces. It's a love letter to the Jersey Shore. Left field has lively boardwalk with shops, beach, bar, DJ, cornhole. Center field has a tribute to the state's Jersey Strong resilience, featuring a lifeguard station and a battered plank batter's eye left damaged by Hurricane Sandy as a memorial. And the right field captures the city's casino resort lifestyle. Penthouse Pool Club, Lazy River Cabana, alongside Caesars Sportsbook Scoreboard Walk, where fans can get global sports while enjoying the game. Let's take out right field. That's fantastic. Right off the bat, I love the windows. I don't know, something about the blue windows and that brick looks really good to me. And then you got to step down, and there's that scoreboard walk he was talking about. Junior. Boom. Outstanding. Jersey Strong with the letters standing free again. Love that. That's creative too. Hurricane Sandy. Yeah, it touched us a little bit, barely. I think they canceled school for us. I was working at the time in the old house. It was like November, right? But there's Atlantic City and the beach with some umbrellas. This is fantastic. Core Brothers, there's Bally's Sandbar and Grill, Threads, there's the Aces. This is great. Squeeze Play Lemonade, Wild Card Arcade, High Stakes Deck. The Ricky Davis League has an Atlantic City Aces too. That looks great with the roof on top. Excellent minor league feel. Now, do you use real players in your leagues? Still looking for fictional rosters or near complete fictional rosters? Junior, this might be my favorite of yours yet. There's the water with stuff going on the other side. Excellent. Ferris wheel, roller coasters, other amusement park rides. Great, great work. Now, how did you do this? Is this just a bunch? Oh, you got concourse pieces on top, concession stands, The Wild Card Arcade. That's fantastic. See, I assumed Jersey Shore would have like Niagara Falls vibes with like arcades and like the Ferris wheel and miniature golf courses and stuff like that. Wax museums and Ripley's Believe It or Not and all that stuff, right? Yes? No? Never been to the shore myself. Penthouse Pool Club. How far is the shore from the Quick Stop? I tried to talk my wife into going to the Quick Stop when we were in Philly. It wasn't a ridiculously far drive, but it wasn't exactly close either. Because I know right on the other side of the river there is Jersey. Dying to go to the Quick Stop. Kevin Smith's going to be in Rochester. And he's going to be playing at the guys' club who I used to work for at the Rochester Comics Cafe. Answer me this, fellas. We're going to buy tickets. We're going to go see Kevin Smith. I'm going to ask the guy. I won't feel right with myself if I don't, because I've been obsessed with all the Jersey Chronicle movies. Clerks 2 is the top 5 funniest movies of all time to me. I want to use that influence, me knowing Mark, saying, hey, man, can you introduce me to the guy? My wife says, you haven't talked to him in years. It's not right. It's not right. I would say that. I was like, Mark, I know it's been a long time. But I won't live with myself if I don't at least ask. If no, I understand that. But he introduced me to Bobcat Goldthwait when he played in Rochester. Everybody knows this. These guys are all my wife says you guys don't know who Bobcat Goldthwait is. He was my first impression ever. We were in the car one day. I don't remember where we were driving. It was a long road trip. And we're singing Little Shop of Horror songs. And there's the part where Audrey goes, it's so hard to say. And my sister goes, that's how Bobcat Goldthwait would sing that song. And I said, nah, he'd go, ah, it's so hard to say, man. And I did that impression for Bobcat Goldthwait. And he said, yeah, that's how I used to sound. He was my first impression I ever did. They were laughing in the car at me. I was a wee little kid at the time. But, yeah, I mean, at the time, I wasn't performing that day, but I was in the rotation at the Rochester Comics Cafe when he introduced me to him. But I got to ask, right? Kevin Smith is a dude. Clerks. I'm so related to Clerks. I was working at the pizza place, you know, wanting to do more with my life, trying to get into radio and comedy. But I'm sorry. Junior, 537. Outstanding. Like I said, my favorite stadium of yours. I wish we could get rid of the black walls. That would be another fantastic thumbnail. All right, so in this group of stadiums, we run into Burnside Dome, which is one of my favorite stadiums. And now we have another one of my favorite stadiums ever created. This one by one of the GOATs. It's Memphis Beale Street Landing in Memphis, Tennessee. Altitude is 2,200 feet, built in 2026. That creator who put together this masterpiece is none other than Murph075. He says in the notes, this is my redo for your Memphis Rockers. Updated, modified a few areas. Hope you liked it as much as the old version. Dude, in 23, he had like 14 different stadiums that could have won Stadium of the Year, and this was one of them. It never even made it to the top 3 of his. And he made it for the Memphis, at the time, they were the Memphis Blues, I wanted to say, or Memphis Jazz or something, and he came up with Rockers. And there was actually a pretty cool logo in the vault that I used. And I just remember turning the lights on and going out over the river and looking, you know, back at the field from left field and thinking, wow, this is amazing. So let's see what he changed. I mean, it's hard to remember a lot of it. Maybe I'll throw some of it up. Tell you what, I'll get like right here and I'll try to throw up some. But it was maybe kind of a similar feel to the stadium that he built that won Stadium of the Year, the shopping mall at the Ballpark Marriott. But we'll see. Beale Street Pub. But yeah, all this stuff going on under here. And there's a door that takes it in behind the batter's eye. Little tables, little bushes. Comfy seating to check out the game on the screen if you want. Little seating section, and then the restaurant right there. Big Boppers Whoppers. Rockers Rockabilia. The Sun Record Company. Outstanding. And then, I mean, as realistic as it's going to get right there, fellas. Look at that. Yale Street Landing. And then here's the killer part. Look at this. Rockers Splashes. Splashers. 112 shots. And then right inside the wall, there's people chilling out. Picnic tables there you can sit. Their own little concessions in there. Outstanding. But yeah, I pulled back and I'm just looking from beyond the river and I'm like, look at this. It feels like the Yes Network pulled out their drone and they're going over the stadium. Is that not amazing? Unfortunately, this cannot be considered for Stadium of the Year. Because it's a concept he came up with in 23, but man, could it win a Stadium of the Year contest. Murph 075. I got to get me one of those goats, one of those screamers. It goes, ah! Maybe I'll get a button like I have with the with the canoes. Murph. Unbelievable, dude. Where are the canoes, by the way? I see water, yet there are no canoes. Huge river. Very wide. The bridges and the... Yeah, see, I don't think these props existed in 23. But he hit a lot of the barge to have the shipping container. That's fantastic. And then I remember a lot going on over in here, too. Yep, I remember the stage. I was just about to say, didn't he have a stage set up? There it is. Yeah, one of the best stadiums. Like, if I were to do that top stadium list since I've been showcasing stadiums next year, which I plan to do, this will make that list. Because this was before there were so many good creators, too. Murph, you know who we need to call Murph? Murph is the Babe Ruth of the stadium creator community. Because, you know, Ohtani, he has Harper, and he has, you know, Judge, and Mookie Betts, and, you know, all these other amazing guys, Freddie Freemans, and all those other freaking amazing players. Murph was doing it before there was a gajillion guys. There was Dan and Arch and Sewell. And then Scotty Warren came around. Lou Gehrig. And Sluggish Moth, Ted Williams. And Obituary Turtle, Mickey Mantle. All those, you know what I, does it, it's a pretty good analogy, I think. Anyway, Murph, goat. Ah! I'll find a goat sound. Fantastic. Well, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Mickey Mantle himself, Obituary Turtle, has the next stadium for us. It's Durham-ish Park, Durham, North Carolina. 420 feet is your altitude, built in 2026. He says in the notes, loosely based on the home of the Durham Bills. Not an exact replica, but close enough. Cool little park. All right, let's take a look at right field. Yep, I can see it. Fantastic little bleacher section, and then you got the hills. I so badly want to show you guys the highlights. It's so funny, the guy trying to prove the home run over in the corner. He literally climbed up over the fence. But look at this. You got apartment buildings pulled right up, and folks are out watching the game from up there. Little grassy areas in the corner, and then your grounds crew areas. Steps for the fancy little high top tables. Look at this dude with his minor league builds. He did say he's getting a little bored with the minor league builds. Wants to build some stadiums for the Ricky Davis League. Yeah, I can definitely see it. I like the little cutout here in the wall for the out-of-town scoreboard. Fun. And then you can go back in here and there's concessions and a bunch of stuff. Kind of like Utah Street in Baltimore, but obviously in left. And look at the custom building when this... And then over here, too. Come on. Just knock it off. It's got to be the lights, right? The kind of lights. Because it's a blue home run fence, no black wall. But that's another thumbnail. This is another amazing creation from one of the goats. Blah! Thor, right? Thor, Love, and Thunder. They got screaming goats, too. Oh, man. Thanks, Mark. Love the build. Okay, guys and gals, we have another double gamer tag situation here. The gentleman who sent me this stadium said his gamer tag is Meat Missile 17, but when I did a search for Verde Valley Park, the search came up under Pelican 17. So I hope we have the right stadium. It says it's built off the old Academia template with true elevation match of Verde Valley, Arizona, which is almost 3,000 feet. Homage to the beauty of the Verde green valleys of northern Arizona with grass berms and gardens beyond the outfield, and not to mention the triple cascading waterfall feature as part of the batter's eyes. Well, that makes sense. That looks like a triple waterfall feature to me, so I think we got the right one. And what's in those waterfalls, fellas? Canoes! We have us canoes! Big grass area in front of the seats is always fun. People are going to be hopping those fences, fighting over those home run balls. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. The ladders all line up to take you down. I feel like I've seen something similar to this, but that's really cool. And then the pool and the overhang, we've seen that too. Nice. I feel like in the last video. But I like how this plaza wraps all the way around. Well, almost to the luxury plaza here. Big, huge seating behind and around. Wow. 50K. There's another layer of those steps. And the wedge building in here. More of the same with the hills and the waterfalls. All looking fantastic. Wiffle ball field up top, but folks are watching. But yeah, folks are watching from in there. Nice. Wonder if before the game they get to hit some wiffle balls into the fountains. That could be fun. There's the background. Mountainous. Closed off the stadium very nicely with that concession. There's 3 of them stacked on top of each other and then wrapped all the way around. Nice. Nice big high light towers using, oh, that's a good move, overlapping the Kansas City Royals ones. I didn't mean to clone group. I wanted to separate the group. How many is it? Oh, just 2. Yeah, that looks great. And we'll turn on those lights and take a good look at the park. Very high upper deck back here. Makes us have to pull in here to get a good look at the stadium at night. What does that say? Cola. It says Cola-Cola? Yeah, I feel like the lighting took a real downturn in this version of the game. There's no reason there should be so many shady spots. He has lights all over the place. Come on, SDS. Either way, Meat Missile or Pelican 17. Thank you for this stadium, sir. We have another one in the queue from you. We will check that out in the next video. I think it's been a minute since we've seen the stadium from this gentleman. It's Scott and Candy 14, back in Studio 44 with Eagle's Nest. It's in Cypress, has an altitude of 2,450 feet. It'll be ready for us in 2029. He says there's a red monster in right field. He's from Orange County, California, so he wanted the orange trees and Angel's Batter's Eye. He says if you have any ideas, let me know, because he has a lot of memory left over. Okay, he said the purpose of the stadium was to give a fun place for many targets throughout. Hit It Here Cafe between the Eagles, donut in right center, and hitting it over the red monster is a feat in itself. Well, it's like, holy crap, yeah, that's a big... That's a big red fence. And there's the orange trees. Cool. And you got the Royals buried. I like it. Having those little globes stick out. Nice little bleacher section behind the red monster. Fun. Yeah, he's only at 60%. And quick glance, this does look like it could be a finished stadium. Nice work. There is the Angels Batters Hill. Oh, and he customized this building up here. Fantastic. What do we have here, fellas? Canoes! We have canoes. And remember, life is better with canoes. And baseball stadiums are better with canoes. There's the Eagle's Nest. And, oh, okay, I was expecting to have two birds together and between the different birds, but that's clever. I like that a lot. Nice work, Scott and Candy. That's fun to go right over the falcon, and then, well, I'm sure he's playing the role of the eagle in this stadium, but yeah, to go right between the wings there and then hit It Here sign. That's fun. And then, oh, oh, I always liked this move. Inside the team store, you can get an Eagle's Nest canoe. Fantastic. Entrance to the stadium, all grassy. That's fun. Using end caps to kind of funnel people into that entrance. Nice. Two big decks, very Detroit and Pittsburgh, like we've talked about earlier, and luxury right underneath. I like how they come way up close to the field. That's cool. Yeah, they're like almost to the out-of-play wall. Excellent. Then you got that contemporary roof, lights on top of that. I mean, inside the stadium looks like it could be complete. Very closed, very condensed, you know, really brought in close to the home run fence. My preference for a stadium, love it. Maybe you can fill in some space in here with like a sculpture or a fountain or something. Oh, there's a little booth here. That's fun, always, with TV cameras and a little trailer. Clever. I like it. And then, I don't know, you got pretty low fences right here. You could put up some big buildings for a city or water or mountains or whatever to give you a nice little scenic view when you hit a home run or even just a fly ball into right field. But yeah, I think inside the park looks pretty complete. Lights are turned on. Thank you, Scott and Candy 14. Nice to have you back, sir. Radiant Energy Field is next up in Studio 44. It's in Ennis, Texas. Altitude is 800 feet, built in 2026 by one of our Texas creators, Ranger Man 226490. He says in the notes, it's a perfect neutral site venue to hold your team. Radiant Energy is his own made-up electricity company. Unique seating arrangements both in the outfield and behind the plate. Exclusive stadium clubs and press box and stadium control room behind the plate on the second deck. 2 rooftop patio areas, both right and left field. Hit it out of the stadium into the lake just behind the batter's eye. 2 Hit It Here targets, 1 in right and 1 in left. Or you can hit the swimming King Kong holding a Hit It Here sign just to the right of the batter's eye. All right, let's take a look. Right field. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, with the building not coming all the way across and then having it tiered. That's great. And then having one little luxury area coming out. Excellent. Bleacher seating underneath this guy. Did we ever decide what this is? There's a little fountain. There's the Godzilla swimming through, or not Godzilla, the King Kong swimming through the water under the Hit It Here sign. And underneath the Hit It Here sign, we have canoes. We have canoes. Lots of them. Yeah, this is fantastic. He's got the logs up there again. Little castle way in the background. Got whales jumping out of the water. Bridges. Very cool, Zach. This may be my favorite of yours so far. Gives me the feel of the one that you entered for the contest, but cleaner. Yeah, really good. Radiant Energy Field. 44 pub. Excellent. Very quirky dimensions. Yeah, like he said, nothing standard about the layout of the seating at all. Chicken kebabs. Barbecue. Every once in a while, I turn into Tony Cotton. Kebab. Escalator takes you up here. Yeah, lots of targets, different layers. Did I stamp it yet? Should have got a stamp already. Again, my kind of stadium. Everything's pulled in, but still open. And yeah, like he said, neutral. Looks like it could be plopped anywhere. Near a lake. And then there's a football stadium across the way. Fantastic. And he even has the football stadium look like it's dug in. Excellent. Hall of Fame outside of the stadium as well. Yeah. Zach's one of our better facer offers. Ranger Man 2264.90. Outstanding early Stadium of the Year candidate for you. One of your best yet. One of the new goats coming our way, fellas. Salt Life Stadium in Somewhere, Florida. Altitude is 56 feet. Built in 2026 by Triple Z, ZZZ Boy. No notes. So let's dive in. Right field. The ZZZ Beach. I feel like I saw this one. Did I see it in a Sewell stream? Sewell video? I don't know, but I love it. The pool right up against the brick wall. And then above the brick wall, you got the ZZZ Beach Pub. Look at this with the tiki out. The tiki hut looking, the dinosaur restaurant playing the role of a tiki hut. Salty Dog. And for dessert, is chef serving his chocolate salty bows. Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth and then suck them in. Suck them. South Park people at all? Man, I remember when South Park came out, I was like, these guys are trying to be Beavis and Butthead. Come on. Cartoon with, cursing and swearing. Beavis and Butthead, they already did it. And then I ran into the one where Cartman tries to trick Butters into thinking that a meteorite hit the Earth and everybody's dead and they're cannibals and he has to hide them. And I freaking fell in love with it. It was such a good episode. And then I saw, not far after that, I saw the Mormon one. But look at this beach. That looks like when the Yankees are playing spring training games in Tampa, they always show a beach nearby. And this is what it looks like. Outstanding. The canoes are in there. The people are scattered in and out of the water. Boom. But anyway, yeah, what? That was what? The early 2000s? When I was in my early 20s. But you got Crab Shack, Beach Eats, fantastic. Look at the layers and the levels and the different the sections of the bleachers running right into the stands that curl around. Come on, bro. ZZZ Boy, new channel member, by the way. Now, this is a perfect stadium for this deck with the dock and the lighthouse. Miniature golf course built right on top of it. Again, the people are scattered around. Ferris wheel on top of it. Absolutely amazing. Wow! We had to have stamped it, right? Here, yeah, I stamped it. I'm going to trust that I stamped it. If I didn't stamp it, Z, I'm so sorry. It's worthy of it. But I remember stamping it. What did I see that made me stamp it? Was it over here? Should we triple stamp a double stamp? According to Harry Dunn, you can't triple stamp a double stamp. Nice work, Triple Z. You the man. You one of the goats now. We have another stadium from new friend of the channel, Tonsorial Sign 22. He likes to go by Caniac 1996. He has Find the 3 Canoes for us. All he says in the notes is it's a fictional stadium. It's like if Jersey had a baby with Oregon. Okay, here we go. Very Carmen's Dad look right off the bat. Yep, if you go up here, it looks like it's faced off with Carmen's Dad's favorite building. Dodger roof up here. There's one of the canoes. Fountain surrounding the batter's eye. The Texas 1995. 95? Was that when it opened? That stadium? Fantastic freaking stadium. It's one of my favorites to play in. I just realized I had the volume up from... Oh, it even says Carmen's Dad right there. Look at that. Okay, so it is a Carmen's Dad's template. But, yeah, that stadium was one of my favorites to play in before Stadium Creator Mode was a thing. I was often the Texas Rangers to play in that stadium. All right, so there's a bunch of water back here. Is there a canoe back here? Wow, can I get back there? Oh, there's one. So there's 2 total. There's got to be one around here someplace. Come on, well, it's water. Did I have my stadiums before, sir? You give me another one. I found 3 canoes. I'm not sure if I found any of them. This one's tricky where it's not in actual water. Let's speed this up. Ghost. There's more water. Stuff going on underneath here. Just let me know what's yours and what's Carmen's Dad's in the notes. Oh, I'm not getting one there. It's really interesting. You guys saw it, I missed it. Where's the Games Pretty software? Well, as fun a game as this is, it can't be super exciting for you guys watching at home, guys and gals, watching at home. We do have another Jenny for Speed staying in the queue. Not for this video, didn't make the time, but it is already laid out for the next video. Yeah, sorry, sir. I can't seem to find it. You'll have to let me know what's yours, what's Carmen's Dad's. I know he's put a lot of stadiums together and a couple challenges. I haven't gotten to see a whole lot of them yet, so you'll have to let me know. Whatever the combined efforts were, it turned out to be a good stadium. We have another new creator to Studio 44. This stadium is in Chambersburg, New Jersey, max altitude, built in 2026. It's called the Metrodome, and it comes to us from a gentleman who calls himself Woo Gambino. 2147 says, enjoy your videos and the stadium showcases. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. He says some people do really amazing work in here. The Metrodome is the first stadium I've completed and is only focused on the inside. Would it be nice to have more memory? Hope you enjoy and keep up the great work. All right, well, let's take a look. Well, I love this little corner right here, this little wedge inside here with the steps and the waterfalls and the doors and the scoreboard and the flag coming from the fountain. Yes, sir, we're talking. And then layer, 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 layer right up against the home run fence. My kind of stadium. Boom. Excellent. Then you got the Braves entrance with people on the balconies there. Another little balcony with a fountain. Folks are in line to get some grub. Pretty standard around and behind, although maybe not. 2 plaza decks on top of each other, but he has the luxury plaza go all the way around. No, this isn't luxury plaza. This is just luxury, the luxury suites that go all the way around 2 different layers. Nice. Then another build using that apartment building blended right into the stadium. Very fun. More congestion, more stuff close up. Nice. Yes, very much a dome field, enclosed. Interesting to look at, though, still, because it has lots of layers, lots of balconies and concessions and crowd and congestion that makes it look real. Nice job. You've already been stamped. And you already have canoes. Canoes in the pool. Now, what do we got here? Okay. Oh, that's going to be cool. It's going to light up a little bit when you turn that. Fun. Umbrellas in there. Nice. 2 little fountains in here. Lots of fun stuff going on. I like the curved deck behind the batter's eye. Hit it here on the home run deck. Pool on the home run. Now, this is part of that building from Japan, right? Yeah. Does that light up? Yeah, it looks like it does. It's hard to tell because it's under the scoreboard. It's going to be another one of those stadiums it's difficult to get a good aerial shot of. But yeah, definitely a good dome feel. Get back in and we'll do a quick scan with the lights on. Very, very good work, sir. He says he has like 4 more he's working on, and I can't wait to see him. I know I have one more in the queue for you in the next video. Wu Gambino, 2147. Fantastic work. Welcome to Studio 44 and to the entire Stadiumverse. Here's a gentleman we've seen plenty of in the past. This is Tiger Shark 600 with Fanta Park in Tampa Bay, Florida. Altitude is 48 feet. It'll be ready for us in the year 2034. I don't see any notes, Tiger Shark. I don't know if you didn't send them or if I lost them. My apologies if I did, but we're going to dig in. Right field. Like the look over here with the double scoreboard. Fancy little entrance that says Bay. Back there where you can see the ballpark eats and the Creole dugout. Lots of fun stuff. Standing room only area over this custom dugout. I like using this building. It's good windows. I'm not crazy about that blue, but when you have it buried back in there, the shade makes it look a lot darker and makes it look a lot better. Nicely done. Fun little corner over here with a pool and some kiosks and seating and beach volleyball. Great job, dude. That's fantastic. There's some buildings hosting some folks on the balconies. More of the same over on the other side of the Batter's Hill. Fun. Concessions and the like. Behind the Batter's Eye here. And then, oh, okay, Tampa Bay. Here we go. Okay. Another custom bullpen. And a little shaded area back up here. Yeah, pretty standard around and behind, although I do like how you did the luxury seating there. Great. Camera. Pull her back, get a good look at Tampa Bay. Flip that light switch. Is this another Carmen's Build template? The stadium and the... It could have been in the notes and I lost some, Tiger Shark, so my apologies. But the brick area right there with the camera well and the Texas Rangers Batter's Eye and seats leaking into the foul pole and then stuff in the middle just smells very heavily of Carmen's dad. This building, too, closing things off. So it could have been one of his challenges. Again, he probably wrote that in the notes and I lost them. Because I did notice that looking at the screen, I copied notes for the next stadium in your thing. So, yep, they were there. I lost them. My bad. Tiger Shark, fantastic. Carmen's dad providing the template and the combination turned out really good. It looks like we have another stadium that could possibly be from a Carmen's dad challenge. This is the Battery at Scioto Mile in Columbus, Ohio. Altitude is 256, built in 2026. Comes to us from Traymake 3. He said it's a build for Junior's version of the RDL Columbus Cannons. So I'm guessing I think he mentioned it in the other stadium that we showed of his, that he has his own franchise mode. He says this is his take on that part of downtown Columbus with the Scioto River. He has a link in here. Build was centered entirely around the river and getting the feel for Columbus. Battery bar and right, fountains in center, double decking and left, concessions around and behind, left and right field. Relatively standard build around and behind, stage behind center field with entrance with seating, Scioto River with docks, boats, and canoes. KNNU and Stadium Center TV shout outs. Yeah, I mean, you see this right here, you think Carmen's dad. And then I notice when you pull back, again, the Carmen's dad close off. So he didn't say anything about it being Carmen's dad challenge, so maybe it was heavily inspired by Carmen's dad. Either way, it looks great with the river going right through. I see those canoes. Wait a second, is it getting dragged? Did you find a way to hook them up? Using the very top of the barbed wire fence outstanding. There's the canoes all lined up. Nice little drawbridge. Stage out in that center field concourse back there behind the stadium. Steep steps to get you back up. Concessions on either side. Excellent. Yeah, looks very nice. 3 decks once you get behind home plate. There's SCTV. Double layered bullpen out here in right with the battery up top. Hit it here cafe also. Over the a brew hoo hoo. Pull her back. We'll turn on them lights. Yeah, the triple fountain is cool. One on either side and then behind. Good look. Hiding all the green with the marble. Always a good move. And then here you didn't really have to hide the green. It kind of naturally blends into this little area. Fantastic. Nice work. Tray make 3. Here's another stadium not too far from home. This is Roy Hobbs Memorial Park in Buffalo, New York. Altitude is 100 feet, built in 1940. Comes to us from good friend and channel member, Mr. D. Fisk 72. He says in the notes, this ballpark was created with the Buffalo Bison's old ballpark in mind, and the movie The Natural, which is the stadium's main character, is named after. Many old features like old lights, old warehouses, bullpens, high seatings with awnings for pitchers to watch the game, grounds crew, garage, and features like a pool down the line, the fountain water over the left field wall, tiered patio, concourse area with concessions, lazy river, and tunnels to the store, and one to a bleacher level entrance that leads to the train station. Ooh, that's cool. Behind home is a cool look with a berm of grass between home and the box seats. Let's take a peek. Right field. There we go. There's the tap house. Some standing room only there with some umbrellas. Ella, 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 hey, hey. There's the ground crew area. Smart, using the hangar as a gate. Oh, here's the higher seating. That's cool. Dennis. Got your bullpen here, and then there's steps to take you up to watch the game from up above. 425 in right center. Seats. Old school, new school. Scoreboards. Bleachers up top. That's a cool look, too. The bleachers all the way up there on the Wrigley buildings. Out of town scoreboard. Folks watching the game on field level. No, not super standard around and behind. He's got a low plaza level there with the booth. Some vinage sticking out there, or some greenery, ivy. Luxury plaza lines the top row until you get to this corner. Fun. There's some bleachers and some decks, and there's the lazy river by the old mill run. Lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger a while in the shade of a tree. Throw away your troubles and dream with me. Here's the tunnels to the train station. Fun. Lots of people out here, either getting on the train to leave or coming off the train. Hall of Fame circle by this entrance. Fun, Dennis. Dennis has been killing it, man. Again, more crowded, congestion, making the stadiums look more real, more alive. Light towers. Oh, that's cool. Hitting the splash shot right at field level. Fun. Pool in the corner. Nice work, dude. Canoe level member, Dennis Fisk, 72. D Fisk, 72. Turning on them lights. Looking good in the dark, sir. Buildings that light up on the outside of the stadium face it off. Oh, and then he's got some, okay, some tile and some greenery and trees and shrubberies. Ones that look nice. And then you must cut down the biggest tree in the forest with a herring. All right, great work. There it is, another gem from D Fisk 72. Once again, I thank you, sir, for your support, both in sending the stadiums and as a channel member. You rock, bro. All right, fellas, we have an old friend back in Studio 44. This is RC4625. He has Omega Falls for us. He says, finally, back after all the frustration of the broken vault in MLB The Show 25. The stadium has some cool features in left, multiple waterfall features, plenty of standing room only options, quirky buildings and escalators for access to custom Club 44. Down the line with the canoe. Good luck getting a homer to land in there. Ooh, I want to try. Custom Stadium Center logo is unreachable. We'll see about that. Center field, more decks, concessions, escalators. Somehow I was able to use a large wooden pier deck to intersect with the particular batter's eye. What? We'll have to check that out. Not sure how that was allowed, but I'll take it. All right, we'll have to check that out. Right field. Oh, that's cool. Oh, right off the bat, something cool. Yeah, I've always liked this building, and then blending into the thing. That looks really cool. What do you even call these things? Some kind of hologram, right? Hollow pillar? Hologram? And then this is the wiffle ball field, right? From Chicago. Da Bears. Da Balls. I think I'm having a heart attack. Mike Ditka. Right? That's all those Saturday Night Live guys and George Wendt. Oh, man. Hey, it's the old modem building. Haven't seen that in a while. He's got it, like, fanned out. That's pretty key. Some funky design patterns in the concourse. Nice. All right, now we're in center field. What? How did this happen? It's not, well, they just read it out there, but it's not reading out. What in the name of MLB The Show anomalies is going on here? Anomalies. The word's back. Tear. I'm really overtired today, fellas. This is the third day of recording this video. It's only 11 o'clock at night. But I'm wrecked. This is fun, though. More of those hollow thingies, the hollow pillars. Okay, yeah. See, how about a regular pillar? Instead of one that looks like a cell phone from 1984. Doesn't it look like that? Fucking black Zach Morris phone. His was always white, right? There's Club 44 tier. And the canoe! We have a canoe. Can you... Come on, you can get a home run in there. Steve Stewart's going to have to... Steve Stewart will be hitting them over him, let's face it. Get some righties from the RDL to hit some bombs in there. We'll take a crack at it. Oh, this is all funky, too. Escalator with the waterfall and the steps behind it and the grill. Fun stuff. Yeah, I remember you having a lot of crazy full outfields. This is cool. Steakhouse up high. There's the Stadium Center logo. Yeah, I don't know if you're getting it up there. I think you're right there, boss. 355. Holy crap, I can barely get it far enough. Yeah, it's about 500 feet back there, plus it's higher. It's It's crazy that they let you go that deep. That's what she said. There's the wedge building and more of the hollow pieces, hollow pillars. Pretty standard around and behind. Looks like using the Seattle Mariners lights, right? From T-Mobile. Yeah, center field's cool too. Omega Falls. Turning on them lights. Looking fun. Stupid black walls. Oh. Added a couple extra buildings to the city skyline back here. Fun. Got some highlights to help illuminate things around the ballpark. Now, can you get these any higher? Because it was really annoying. I think it was Tuffelhuns. He has such a nice stadium, and then you're playing games, and all you see is these lights hanging in the air. Yeah, you can get them higher. Will they still work if you get them that high? Yeah, man. I light up the field no matter how high I get. We were watching the Yankee game. ZZZ, Triple Z, Jedi Yank, any other Yankee fans out there, or Dodger or Cubs fans who've seen enough Cody Bellinger. Does that dude look stoned every time he is out there or what? He gets out there and he's like, yo, man, I just hit a home run, man. I just want some nachos or popcorn, man. Just notice the eyes are like halfway open. Someday I'll have to tell you my lift story. Oh my God. I'll do it in a live stream. Somebody remind me. It's actually a pretty good story. That's a cool shot. I need to start using more of these as thumbnails. RC4625. Thank you, sir. Great to have you back. I think we have another one or two in the queue from you, right? We'll see them in a future video. Another newcomer in Studio 44, L.A. Kamane? Lay Kamane? 9? Let me know in the comments, bro. I'm seeing Maine like Lo Mein or Chow Mein. This is Cicero Junction Riverside Park. It's in Chicago, Illinois, altitude of 600 feet, and it was built in 2026. He just says in the notes, for the Chicago White Sox franchise, Al Capone themed. Right field. Oh, I like the show over the show. That's pretty cool. Potential bullpen right here. Some folks are hanging out on the railing or the balcony. That's cute. Back in Chicago with Mike Ditka. I just had a garbage plate for dinner. I'm going to have a heart attack. Bushes in front. That looks cool. Is this that wedge building? Not the wedge building, but the one with the thing. The mural. Art house mural. Okay, it's an art house. But it's got the overhang thing. The same that the wedge does have with like a little party area. Lexington platform. That's cool. Yeah, this is always a cool structure with the pillars and the brick and like the metal beams. Is that what you'd call these things? Beams? Where's my dude? I forgot his name already. Terrible. He even submitted a stadium. But these two deck look like they circle all the way around. Especially this top one. Fantastic. Yeah, nothing standard about that. Look at all that under there. That's nice. Like Texas and Cleveland, where they have those below field level luxury. Well, Cleveland's not really luxury, right? They're just regular seats. Unless I'm mistaken. Look at this. All this looks great in here, too. And they got their own little monitors. Boom. This freaking dude with his LA gear on. Get out of here, bro. With the Dodgers. Clubhouse up here in foul territory. You could probably get one in there, though, if it counts as a home run. Hooks around the pole. The Capone Tunnel. With a fountain, with the structure on top, the globe thingy. Right? That's what they call it. Some kind of globe. Kinetic globe. Then there's bridges going across the river. Excellent. Hit it here, over the hit it here. Cool. Looks good. Oh, and I like the deck with the trees underneath. That's fun, too. Another bridge going across the river. Bootleggers Boardwalk. Outstanding. Lake Camine. L.A. Camine. La Camine. Sorry. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Or if we're lucky enough to have you in the premiere, hit us up in the chat. If you haven't made a premiere yet, you really ought to. They're a lot of fun. Bust each other's chops and crack jokes, and it's a lot of fun. Same thing with Discord. We do a lot of stuff over at Sewell's Discord too. And I like how the water's coming in from the river. Nicely done. Very nicely done, sir. La Camine 9. L.A. Camine 9. Did we turn the lights on yet? There we go. More black fences. The city looks great. It really helps that they lit those buildings up. I'm sorry if I've said that like 30 times, but it's true. It really does. That's a good thumbnail, potentially. But I guess this is only the building that's part of the original big city skyline, right? This one, yep. This one is added. But this one, these two, they light up. I don't know what the point of lighting these up behind are, because you never see them, but oh well. Again, I guess it makes a difference for those who, just build stadiums and don't really play in them. Like, someone has to refresh my memory. Arch, do you play in your stadiums, or do you just build them all for other people? I think I would have asked when I met you last year. Man, can you believe it's coming up on a year since that happened already? It was the 4th of July weekend when the Yankees were in Toronto. They were in the middle of that terrible slide. They lost all 4 games to Toronto in that series. We went to 2 of those games. The one game was one of the most fun, exciting games ever. Yankees were down like 7-0 after the first inning. And they came back and I think tied it up at 9. Big G hit a huge home run. Aaron Judge hit a big home run. And then they ended up blowing it. But that is fantastic. Sir, welcome to Studio 44. Keep building them. Keep sending them my way because I definitely want to see them. Looks like not only is this gentleman new to Studio 44, he's also new to the tool in general. This is Harbor Rock Field at Ingalls Bay South S, Georgia, Ontario, 2,700 feet, 1934. Is this another Canadian build? Canada stadium with Ontario? It says this is my first stadium. Took inspiration from old classic stadiums and my favorite real-life ballparks, Boston, San Francisco, Atlanta, Colorado. It was built for my Diamond Dynasty team. This park is target rich. All major milestones are reachable. Boardwalk sign, Olympus in right pier, water, second deck, and the roof if you really get a hold of one. If you downloaded the version with the S, it should have sunset colors in the water with the light switched on. Okay. The gentleman created this stadium, who is new to the channel, is Aces Up 17. Welcome to Studio 44, sir. Let's take a peek. Can't suck if I suck my chin in, then I got 30 Rock fans. My husband's got a fat neck. I gotta keep it. But we're stamping this already. Boom. This right here is awesome. The hill with the boulders and the one concourse piece, and then fenced off, and the little waterfall, outstanding. Yeah, all kinds of layers to hit into here. Into the chop house, scoreboard, the waterfall area, hitting them off the rock and watching them bounce around. Super fun. Then maybe a bullpen area with the awning hanging over. Let me see. Possibly. Chop House, Coors Light. Fantastic. On the boardwalk. Dude, this is your first stadium? Or is it your first stadium in Studio 44? Hall of Fame shop. There's the Hall of Fame circle. Dominoes. Very unique. Around and behind. Big wall out and left. 300 feet. Folks are... Oh, it looks like there's a whole lot going on back there. Look at this. Velvet Taco. The Angry what? Orchard. Grindhouse. Team Store. Tickets. And Boigas. So there's a splash bar. Fun. And he's even got people in canoes. We have canoes. Life is better with canoes. This is outstanding. There's the lighthouse. Aces. Dude, I'm asterisking this one for Stadium of the Year. For possible Phil's picks. Or Phil's favorites of 26. I'm still working on 25. I really am. I promise I am. And as soon as I don't have 85 gajillion stadiums in the queue, I'll try to start putting it together. Yeah, I said it in the last video, at the end of the last video. I'm almost scared of what will happen if we get some kind of update, especially if it's a major update, because we're going to start getting all these big names back that we haven't seen in a while, and then a bunch of other new people will show up, and the vault will be crazy big. The only thing I can think of that has people so hyped up about the tool this year is, well, I guess I shouldn't say the only thing. The main thing I'm guessing is that all the stadiums were wiped out and people need to build up their collection again. And then I guess the vault being fixed helps. The windows being fixed help build up the excitement again. But, I mean, we still got some big names. Like, one big name in the Stadium verse doesn't even have the 26 version of the game yet. I just found that out because I haven't seen a Stadium from him yet. But look at this. This is fantastic, dude. I got to see what he's talking. Is it within the circle here? Or is it back here? What was the comment he made? It should have sunset colors in the water with the lights switched on. Are you talking about in the circle? I noticed that. Like down here? Yeah. Does anybody know, have we ever entertained a guess as to why this whole circle does surround the stadium? It's in the day, too. You can notice it in the day. Well, maybe not. Wait a second. What? It's not water anymore over there. It's sand. Woo! You can notice the circle in other things, though. I thought it was just water, but no, I guess you can see it there, too. Maybe in the day only you can see it in the water. Yeah, you can see the... Nice work. Hey, aces up. 17. Dude, if this is truly your first stadium, I'm going to have to find you and drop kick you. Because my first stadium ever was a complete disaster. Hey, aces up 17. Welcome to Studio 44 with a banger of a build. Thank you, sir. We're going to rock back-to-back stadiums from this gentleman as a Flashy Canoe level member. I'm happy to do it. This is Ironworks Field in Rock City, USA. 2,112 feet is your altitude, built in 2026 by Columbus to Phoenix, Jeff or Jay Tangi. Says, I borrowed the scoreboard idea from Jace Chiff and wanted to try something with it, so that's why this park was built. Be sure to check out the gardens around the ballpark on the outside. All right, we'll do that. Very White Sox vibe with the scoreboard. Except it's black, right? Or like gray or something. But he's got Dad Bod Brewing, ZZZ, Mattress Barn, KNNU, Ironworks Field. So this is the scoreboard idea. That's cool. Kind of using the other scoreboard to host, but getting a bigger one in there. I like that. And again, I like the stacked plaza level and then luxury seating. Fantastic. And again, it creates layers. First, it's fun to hit it here, then to here, then to here, and then off the scoreboard and all that stuff. I like how the bleachers curl around. Fantastic. Snack Shack. Nice little concourse or plaza with the Hit It Here Cafe right on the restaurant. Very fun. Very nice around and behind Ironworks Field. Oh, we got more. Canoe Town, Shady Shakes. What's Canoe Town? Is that something Sewell did? Did he build a stadium in Canoe Town or something? I have to refresh my memory. Murph's Pizza, Turtles, Tacos. Outstanding. Oh, we got to check the... What did he say? Be sure to check out the gardens around the ballpark. Oh, okay, there we go. That's cool. Ironworks. It's cool all the way around. Is this supposed to be a distinguishable pattern I'm not recognizing? I mean, it's a cool pattern, either way. That looks like a home plate over here. Little garden in there. Nice, Jeff. Yeah, this is another one of those builds where it feels like I got the drone and I'm cruising around a real stadium. Excellent. And we'll flip that light switch, see what we're looking at. Another thumbnailable stadium. Another stamp for Jeff. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now, see, this out here looks, well, I guess it's the big city again with new lit buildings. But this looks pretty good without the lights up top. I don't know. Ugh. It's fantastic, Jeff. Great work. I think I may have saw Sewell do this one live. Am I correct on that? All right, Jeff, let's see what your next one has in store for us. His second stadium for us is Meridian Park in Uptown, USA. Also has an altitude of 2,112 feet, also built in 2026, also built by Columbus to Phoenix Jeff. But this one, he says in the notes, I wanted to do another stadium with a custom pool and wanted to take a stab at custom stairs. Okay. Oh, is that the custom stairs right off the get-go? Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of tedious work. It looks really good with the triangle end cap concourse type piece. It's like 3 levels of bleachers and then concessions in the back. Do you have, yeah, it looks like you have a couple warehouses overlapping each other to close off the stadium. Meridian Park, burying a sign to host the letters there. Cool. Scoreboard walk, gloves, sculptures or globes, big concourse. Oh, look at that right in there. Little camera well. Anything else going on in here? Nope. There's concessions. We have to find more about that anomaly in center field. I feel like I should. Oh, look at the. There's the custom pool. Excellent. 2 different rounded parts. And then up front, too. So good. Splash. So, my wife's in the other room making fun of me. She goes, so good. It is good. Oh my God, I need sleep. Oh. Don't tell me any sad stories right now, because I'll start crying like a little girl too. Meridian Park. I did tear up a couple days ago. Some of my kids I've been working with for years, since they were in 8th grade, graduated the other day. I pawned off the student I was supposed to work with another staff member so I could sneak into the graduation because I had to. They're my guys, my boys. So it was sad to see them go. I am happy for them. But it's the old thing, you know. Someone gets a new job and you're like, oh, happy for you, but sad we're going to be missing you, you know. That kind of thing. That or Chestnut. All three of them are great workers. They'll do very good in the workforce. I just think some kids these days aren't built for academics, and I don't see what the problem with that is. Let these kids, instead of forcing crap down their throats that aren't going to do them any good, set them up to thrive earlier on, and maybe, you know, they won't give you so much trouble in school. What do I know? I'm just some fat dick who works at a school for a gajillion years. I did have a student call me a fat dick once. It's you get there's some really good stories with these kids. Oh, I love them. I really do love my job. Look at this. I'm here I go rambling on again about my crap. Nice job. Columbus to Phoenix, Jeff. 2 back-to-back bangers, 2 very different fields. The first one was very up close. This one has the big open and left and right. I mean, I guess all the way around the whole stadium. You know, very far back from the home run fence, so much stuff going on. And the other one was much more condensed. Looks great. 2 different styles. We might have to do this again, fellas. It's going to be much more challenging than it was a couple of years ago. A full fill or a full Sewell. The problem is we can't do it like we've done in the past where you just send the stadium to me because you guys post your build so much on Discord. But we need, you know, to build individual parks for a full fill or full Sewell and see how good we do. But someday I'd like to do a contest where, like, Schmitty or Dadbot or one of those other TTB Shady Gaming or Carmen's dad host both of me and Sewell and try to fool both of us and see which one of us wins. I think that could be fun. And we can pull it off now that we got the Discord voice chat thing, but I've been in here way too long. I'm sorry. Jeff, I'm not sorry for looking at the stadium too long. I'm sorry for everyone else who has amazing stadiums yet to be seen. Okay, what are the rules on reading people's personal texts on a YouTube stream? Because this freaking guy, instead of leaving notes, I'll read what he wrote in the notes, but he said he's making a minor league park right now that I'm going to send to you and have you show first. He asked if I had a RDL team in Maine, as this is Rockland Harbor in Rockland, Maine, 186 feet, built in 2026. I told him we do not have one. He told me he took the pictures off Discord so I don't see him, because I like to see him for the first time when I record them. And then here he says, sent you the park, but you won't read all the notes that he sent. Now, I don't know if he's making fun of me because I read all of the notes or making fun of some of those guys who write these big-ass freaking books for their stadium notes. But I'll read you what he wrote. In case you haven't guessed, this is Sewell 21, by the way. In the notes, he says, Kathy's Spud Balls. In the last blue glass, Hitchcock's April 2016, Boston insurance salesman Frank Morrell impulsively decides to ditch his day job and buy a bar in semi-rural Virginia. His wife, Kathy, always eager to do anything she can to make Frank happy, creates a signature bar snack to draw in customers. She comes up with Spud Balls. It's a labor-intensive recipe reflecting Kathy's devotion to Frank, a devotion so fierce it could lead to trouble. I've made these potatoes often, and in my opinion, they're worth the work. Kathy's recipe is based on the classic French dish known as noisette potatoes, a pretty classy origin for something called Spud Balls. 6 russet potatoes, quarter cup melted butter, kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, tarragon, paprika, other spices as desired. Preheat oven to 375 degrees. Peel and wash the potatoes. Peeling potatoes is the worst. We used to make soups at the pizza place I worked at, and we'd have a lot of potatoes, and I'd have to peel them, and you like cut the tips of your fingers with the stupid potato peelers. Peel and wash potatoes. Use the smaller end of a melon baller to scoop out potato balls. Keep them in cold water until ready to cook, then dry thoroughly with a dish towel. You can chop up the scooped out potatoes to use in hash or other dish. Melt butter in oven-proof pan over medium heat. Saute potato balls in butter over medium heat for 5 to 10 minutes, stirring often until they're nicely browned. Is someone typing this down, by the way, for the recipe? Someone's got to make these, am I right? Transfer pan to preheated oven and bake for 20 to 25 minutes, stirring occasionally until potato balls are tender and golden. Season with salt, pepper, tarragon, paprika, and any other spices you prefer. 4 to 6 servings. That's the notes on the stadium. Do we have another concession stand? Do we have another Sewell shirt to sell at stadiumcenter.com? Kathy's Spud Balls. Here we go. Nothing about the stadium, just a recipe for spud balls. Very Sewell-like town. Very small town feel. Fantastic. Rockland right in the building here, blending a bunch together. American and National breaking up the scoreboard. Fun. Man, what's it like building stadiums, guys? All I do is record them, edit them, and make Ricky Davis League guys right now. Look at all this. This is... I wanted to show the one that he made for his own challenge, because that's like one of the better parks I've ever seen. The feature above the high wall where you can only access it from behind is amazing. But this is some Murph entrance gate right here. Fantastic. Look at all this. Now, he did say he had pictures on Discord, right? So you guys have probably seen some of this. Look at the steps. Man, is it me or are we seeing a lot of lighthouses lately? Because I keep wanting to sing, it's a brazzle dazzle day. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Fly higher and higher, we'll fly above the sky. My wife's like, why are you so obsessed with that song all of a sudden? It's because I see lighthouses everywhere. Even the birds are below us. Sewell. It's freaking gorgeous, dude. Absolutely amazing. There's more of the city back here. Excellent. Is this a real town? Did you look this up? Now, do Kathy Spud Balls really have anything to do with the stadium? Or either way, it's a stampable stadium, quirky dimensions, crazy, crazy layers out there in left field with the boat and the treehouse. Not the treehouse, the lighthouse. Unbelievable. And then the bleachers built right into the train station over here. Although it's probably playing the role of some kind of warehouse. He's got the truck all lined up for the... Nice. It's out for delivery. Oh, did I go back here? Oh, it just takes you to the building. All right. Oh, there's the green walls. Marking it down, man. Just like the other one. Phil's favorites of 2026. All right, fellas, I made a new one for this gentleman, so you have to let me know which one you like better, the new one or the old one. But this is Whole Foods Field in Austin, Texas. Has an altitude of 489 feet. It was built in 2011 by... Meow. Now, that's the new one. I took the background out, so all you can see is their heads. And then the old one would be... Meow. He says the stadium just really started because he wanted to see if he could create a state outline or some kind of logo out of squares or letters. And I went with Texas since it's easily recognizable. Right field is a nod to the elevated concourse at Camden Yards, which I love. Have you ever been to Camden Yards? It's freaking amazing. But this gentleman, Mr. is also a channel member, so thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm with you on the states. There's some that are definitely more recognizable. Like, some states look like a freaking square. Yes, very, very, very Camden Yards-esque. raised wall, scoreboard, out of town scoreboard, signs, hit it here, cafe, standing room only. Absolutely awesome. And then I like the level down for this is Austin, and even another level up here that curls all the way around. Now, what is this? Oh, it's the fan stairs. It's like a border. That's cool. And then hitting underneath will be cool. Using the trestle to hold everything up. Get a little peek of the city behind it. Fun corner over here with a little garden area. Very fun. Something's going on under here. As he added the entrance. Q. Yeah, this whole thing is fantastic. Nicely done. Boom. Yeah, if there's an overwhelming winner, I'll roll with one of it. And then, of course, meow should have the final say. But I think he said in either Discord or a live stream or a premiere that that's exactly what he was going with, the Super Troopers and that song from the 80s. The video's ridiculous. Some of the bouncing up and down they're doing while they're singing the song. I think I remember an old Beavis and Butthead episode where they show it. And Butthead's making fun of them, of course. What the hell are we watching? Yeah, fire. Yeah, fire. I am Cornholio. I have tippy for my bunghole. Yeah. You are a butthole. That's all Butthead did is I remember laughing my ass off because there's like a girl comes out with like 4 eyes or something like that. And I was like, he's going to say, I wonder if she has 4 butts. And sure enough, he says something like, I wonder if she has like 4 butts or something. And I was like, yep, he said it. And then right after it, Beavis goes, damn it, Bud. I knew you were going to say something like that. I laughed my ass off. And I was like, oh, South Park, come on. They're just a Beavis and Butthead hack. But South Park's so much better than Beavis and Butthead. Anyway, am I missing anything? I'm sorry. Why do I keep rambling? So cool under here. I'm trying to get through the stadium so much faster. And then instead of spending the extra time looking at your builds, I'm probably failing at humor attempts. What's this? Oh, a scoreboard turned around. Okay. That's a cool way to close off the inside of a concourse like that. Good idea. I always figured scoreboards are really expensive, though, because they have all the animation and all that. But what do I know? All the graphics. All right. Thank you once again for being a channel member and for sending all these fantastic builds and for allowing me to ramble on through the showcase of your stadium. Oh, we have us another stadium beyond the pond. It's Dublin Lucky Clover Casino in Cork, County Ireland. Max altitude built in 2026 by one of the goats, Murph075. Sorry, I can't help myself. Oh boy, I skipped right through the notes. This is one of the first I did this year. Lots of Irish-themed concessions and a big, horribly done 4-leaf clover in center field under the casino sign. Well, we'll see about that. Lucky Casino. Is that on it? In center field? Patios. Shamrock splash through. It's got canoes in there. Do we have anybody from Ireland? I don't see. Is this what the 4-leaf clover is supposed to be? Oh, this guy. Okay, I gotcha. Yep. Yeah, no green circles. I see what you're going for there. But using the pinwheels is something to light up. Very fun. Jameson. Dublin Dogs. Gaelic Grill. You don't need me to read them all out, right? Celtic Cravings. Leprechaun Lager Lounge. And here I go reading them all. Murph's Pizza's in there. This guy. Have you ever found a Studio 44 Golden Canoe Seal of Excellence in your pot of gold? Because Murph certainly just did. Fantastic, dude. Again, funky layers. Everything's labeled. Everything's clean. Plants and ivy and all this stuff in the right spots. The splash through with the canoes. Man, they got some navigating to do in through that, though, huh? Cloverfield. Or Cloverfield. Yeah, it's not called Cloverfield, right? It's doubly... Oh, yeah, Clover Casino. Okay. So it could be Cloverfield at the Lucky Clover Casino. Murph. I feel like I'm not doing this justice. It's so good. It's practically a custom freaking concession stand. And then the steps to take you up. Ah. And then using the tent. What did I say? Murph said, hold my pint. Sure, and I've got some more great builds in me. Dude. Outstanding. Great work, man. Just by accident, fellas, I stacked up back-to-back Stadium of the Year contest winners with Murph075 and this one by Mr. Sandman Dan. This is Times Square Park in Manhattan, New York City. 3,800 feet is your altitude, and it was built in 2025. He says in the notes. Stadium is in Times Square, New York. Some highlights of the building on the left field line. I made it to look like a New York City subway car with the letters representing the train lines they run on. Also, the New Year's Eve ball drop, the neon lights of Times Square, and the Big Apple deck and radio and TV broadcast booths. I also used brick to represent the old builds in Manhattan. Hope you enjoy. It's funny. Dan. Even if this wasn't in Times Square, I'd love it. But I was just going through some of my old Facebook videos that I even re-uploaded them, I think, onto Studio 44. When my wife and I were in New York City way back in 2013, I recreated a scene from The Office where he goes down in the subway. Everybody takes the subway in New York. It's clean. It's safe. And I can definitely... Oh. There's someone pooping in the cardboard box down there. I don't think it's the exact right stop. I think I found it. I don't know if I'd be able to find it again. But we just used the one we had just because we didn't want to spend too much time looking for it. But look at this. There's the train stop, the steakhouse building, Times Square Park. Where's the ball? Oh, here it is. 2026. The lights are up there. Oh, and he used the... Nice work, Dan. That's a great idea. But using all the Tokyo building because of the fact that they light up. Yeah, Times Square's fun. Yeah, it's touristy. Yeah, you get freaking Spider-Man jumping in your face every once in a while, but it's fun to be there. Subway food court. It's just so funny. Michael Scott, that same episode. There's Studio 44 and Radio 21, SCTV, KNNU. But he says, a lot of people go to the Empire State Building. Not me. I'm too touristy. I come here. Flip the light switch because I'm sure there's some... Yeah, look at all that. And it's cool, man. Like, if you're up... Listen, the best time to go up the Empire State Building is right before dark. Just when the lights come on and all the buildings and all the street lights and all that stuff, but the sun's still up a little bit. You get some amazing pictures. Maybe I can flash some that I took from on top of the Empire State Building. But you can see Times Square because it's all lit up, and it's so cool. We got to get a trip where we all meet in New York City. I know Sewell wants to go there. He asked me how long of a drive it was when we knew he was coming here. I was like, dude, it's like 6 hours. And I have done that before, driven there, gone to a game, and come back. It was rough. Way back in the year 2000, we actually went and saw a Mets game. We saw Patrick Mahomes Sr. pitched in that game, as a matter of fact. Jeff Bagwell hit his 40th home run. I think the Astros beat the Mets. At one point, I was bored at work, and I gathered the box scores of every single Major League game I was ever at, and the World Baseball Classic game I went to, and put them in a spreadsheet. I'll have to see if I can find that too. But that was a fun trip. And turns out my first class was supposed to be the day back. When we got back at like 5 in the morning, and I fell right asleep and missed my first day of classes at community college because I was exhausted from driving home from New York City. So yeah, it was rough. And trying to do it in my mid-40s, probably not any easier. So Sewell or anyone else, Sandman Dan, obviously you're already there. I think Jedi Yank's in that area. Maybe Z-Boy, Triple Z. We can all meet up and go to a game or something. But Sandman Dan, very nice indeed. Now, we've shown a stadium from you. We've shown a stadium from Rico, 1379. He has a version of this stadium as well. So let's take a look at that next real quick. So this is the other Times Square Park in Manhattan, New York City. Altitude is 52 feet, built in 2025. This is from Rico, 1379, and Sandman Dan. He said, I had an idea for a GGBL stadium in New York, right in the middle of Times Square. I described it in Discord and submitted a stadium request. Sandman Dan ran with the idea and made this amazing stadium. I've made an edit of it, mostly changed the cityscape, but 90% of this is all Sandman Dan. See, that's how you do it, fellas. If you build off someone else's stadium, you give the creator credit. Yeah, this all looks familiar so far. Such a cool concept. It's all about pulling it off. I think we've shown other stadiums in the middle of Times Square before, and they just didn't quite work. But this, yeah, it feels like you're in Times Square. So I guess I didn't really pay much attention to the buildings, Rico. I apologize, but I'm sure I'll notice editing what's different. Maybe some of these buildings in the back I don't remember being there. The bigger skyscrapers. But yeah, everything else looks pretty much Sandman Dan. All the lights. But it really does look great. When you're way up in the Empire State Building, you can see the lights at Times Square. I'll have to see if I have those pictures. I probably do. Throw them up in post real quick. But yeah, that's from Rico. I just thought I'd throw it in since we already showed Dan's. And I guess we can get a little bit of a peek in here now. Yep, Dan with his little green patches. Love it. The home run. This is the Dan move right here. The fountain with the ball and the glove. Nice. I stamped the other one, right? I had to stamp the ball drop. If I didn't, here's one for you and Rico. Wow. Nicely done, fellas. All right. Believe it or not, we're winding down, fellas. Our next stadium is from one of our Gold Canoe members. He is back at it. Flip of Plan B, 211. Apex Park Complete in Las Vegas. Altitude is 2,300 feet, built in 2026. He says, I spent a lot more time with details inside the park than I normally do, trying to step out of my comfort zone this year and work more with the insides of the park. But the outside isn't completely neglected either. Here we go. Studio 44 in the corner. Dad Bods Brewing. Awesome. I like the curved little piece here. Fun. Now what do we got under here? Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, nice little bar stools lined up. Excellent. Another funky concourse up here with a Hall of Fame circle. Jedi Yanks bats. Archmage. Again, I got to stop reading them all. Look at that pool. Little island in the middle. Swim up bars. Oh, and the waterfalls on the side. Fantastic. And you can slide right in. Billy Brewer style. Excellent. Now what's this? Some scoreboard flipped around. Okay. Yeah, nice. What's up, Chuck? Trying to make another appearance? You're not going to show up this time. More famous stadium verse businesses. Singers. 2 bullpens, another deck in between them. The scoreboard walk. Nice stuff in here. Flip of Plan B. Let's see the outside of the stadium, because as we know, he kills it. Nice and boxy and clean with the scoreboards. Very cool. Yeah, I like this one. Like, oh, it's like almost like a baseball diamond. Like this is second base. Flip that light switch. Very fun. Flip, do you play in your stadiums or do you just build them? I don't know how any of you guys have time to play games with all the stadiums you build so fast. Ugh. All I know is it's tons of fun. Like you said, out of your comfort zone, pulling everything in, making them look a little bit more busy, spending more time with details on the inside, and it looks fantastic. Nice job, Flip. I hear we got some Ricky Davis League stadiums coming in the next video. All right, guys and gals, day 4 of recording ought to wrap up the last 5 stadiums in this video. But before we get to those, I want to remind you real quick, you can check out the Studio 44 store. There's a link right in the description of this video below. You can also check out the new affiliate program links where you can get yourself your own canoe air horn. And any other fun things that I might mention on the show, like maybe we'll throw up some Coco Dino bites. You guys can check them out. They're freaking amazing. I love them. But also, if you have been watching the channel and you are not a subscriber yet, please hit that subscribe button, like the video if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell for notifications so you know when all the fun stuff is coming here in Studio 44. Now, back to the stadiums. Our good buddy from the West Coast has another stadium in the West Coast for us. This is Willamette Park in Zidell Yards. It's in Portland, Oregon. Altitude of 60 feet, built in 2030. Comes to us from a good friend of the channel, Shays 2525. I love his builds. He says he used the Portland Diamonds project renderings as the initial inspiration, but this is not a recreation. Maybe my favorite field I've done, with the clean lines, walkway through the wall, and peek into the water. Left field got away from me a little bit, but I did like how regular stands fit in the space. Well, let's take a look. Right field is where we usually start, and we'll make no exception today. I like the ballpark eats right into the wall. The marble is always a good look. Concrete floors. Oh, I like topping that off with the green. Oh, and is this the walkway through the wall? That's cool. Bleachers above the batter's eye in center. Gorgeous little walkway. I like the grass in between. That's great, too. Ooh, how deep are we talking out here? We going to be hitting some splash shots? 335. It's a poke, but I think it can be done. Maybe this is the walkway. Yep. Look at this. Right through the wall. And then you can probably keep going under the sign, but no point in spending a whole lot of memory under there. You're not going to see it in the game. And then come... Shays is my dude, fellas. Oh, look at this. Taking you right over the water so you can get a good look at the city and the bridge and... That is fantastic. Oh, wait. Is this part... You can see the steps underneath. That's fun. Look at this, dude. Making it so you can come out and see the water from under here, too. You got the snow-covered mountains back here in your view. There's Willamette, labeled on the scoreboard. I like this little set of bleachers that comes down. Oh, this is all great, Shays. Look at the little waterfall from this little asterisk. Putting it down. This is so much better than the way I'm doing all the other ones. Do them now so I can go back and look. I'm almost through all my 25, so I can do a Phil's favorites of 25. And then when 26 ends, I'll have this ready to go. But what can I say? The stadium verse is blowing up so much, so busy. You got so many stadiums in the queue. And last night, I know Sewell just, I think it was Jeff who said it, but Sewell's challenge, he just showed all those on a live stream. I was in and out briefly. And then I think it was Jeff said, oh, time to spam Phil's inbox with these now. So I'm expecting those. I know people got some Ricky Davis League stadiums coming over on Discord. So I don't know. If things die down a little bit, hopefully towards the end of this game's life, it'll be easier to get that in. Maybe around the same time I'm doing a contest, but of course the contest always keeps me busy. But this waterfall, this is one of the better features ever in a stadium. Look at this. Oh, he made a little bridge with the, yep, we've seen this before. Used the benches put together to create a little bridge. Fantastic. And then there's this park back here. Well done, Shays. Great way to start off the final 5 stadiums of the video. Now, would that... No, walkway wouldn't come through. Oh, there's 2 waterfalls. Look at that. Yeah, you could be hitting splash shots in here. You could be hitting splash shots in right. Oh, I can't wait to start building. I've made up my mind. I'm going to buy... I think I'm going to buy it and return it. But I'm going to buy a copy of MLB The Show 26 for my Switch, too. So I can bring it on vacation and then on the plane and when we're sitting on the beach. And I can make guys and then upload them when I get to the Wi-Fi. And then I'll just download them on the PlayStation 5. Make my vacation productive. Yes, I'll be spending time with family, but we'll also be spending time with family on the beach, and your parents are going to be sleeping, and you're going to be sleeping, and I don't see the difference between playing a game while you're on the beach and reading a book. Your attention's in the book, my attention's in the game. Gorgeous ballpark, one of my favorites of the year so far, especially the waterfall. Now, let me get back in here real quick. I'm sorry. Are these connected? Yep, the water connects all the way around, and there's bridges all the... This guy. What a fantastic idea. And then there's this little spot in between where there's picnic tables. Freaking excellent. He said it. He said this was one of his favorites, and I agree. This is one of my favorites of yours, Shays. Unfortunately, the roof doesn't give us a great look from above. Maybe I can get inside and get a good screenshot, but then the stupid walls are black. Come on, SDS. Shays, gorgeous. Can't wait to play games in this. Listen, fuel's expensive, fellas and ladies. We're going to take a nice short drive up to Seattle from Portland, where we have North Pacific Park. Stadium comes from new friend of the channel and fellow Philip Rollerson. The stadium started off as a throwaway project, but since has become my go-to stadium for home run derby. Okay. I've also made it the Mariners' home stadium in my franchise. Now, why would you do such a thing? T-Mobile is like one of the most treasured parks in the league, isn't it? And it's the first stadium that I've built that I think looks better at night than at day. Okay. I hope you like it as much as I do. Let's see. Well, I already love right field. That's fantastic. Oh, look at all that. It's just so... It's all framed beautifully in the brick and the flowers up front and then the grass hill. I hope people from here are climbing up to get balls, not jumping over. That's that might be a long jump over to get in there. But that's fun. Now, what are all these? They're all X's. Outstanding. He's got this hit it here, kind of protruding out. Oh, look at that. It's getting beamed up. All right, we're going to have to take a look at that with the lights off in a minute. Futuristic seating all the way around, except for... Now, what did you do in here? Is that the roof? Dude put a roof underneath to make the bleachers highlight. Look at this frickin' guy. That might be a ballpark at the Moonshot Casino steal right there. Catch Phil and Sewell show weekdays on KNN. I've been trying to tell Sewell, let's go, podcast. I need a podcast partner. My frickin' brother won't do it. Playing wiffle ball in there, and they're protected by the screen fence. That's awesome. Back-to-back asterisks, fellas and ladies. I'm still getting used to it. I don't have a Jenny for speed in this video, but definitely in the next one. Love that the next stadium from her was already in the queue before I started the next video. But I had this one all planned out, and I kept jamming stadiums in. That's why we're in the upper 30s again. Hopefully we'll get caught up and we'll get back. I like right around 21. But if I can get this many stadiums in about an hour and a half, I'm happy to do it. But at the same time, I want to please everybody in, you know, the amount of screen time everybody's stadium gets. Screen time. I felt like I said scream time. We're not making horror movies, dude. But this is fantastic. Is it a retractable roof? Is that the idea of it? Again, when I see roofs like this, it looks like those tables where, you know, you twist them and they, you know, contract, and you spin them again and they expand. Definitely could work as a roof of a stadium. But this is great. All right, we still haven't seen the lights on. Let's get in there and turn the lights on. Hit the old 9 o'clock button. Square for PlayStation. There we go. I need a ma for the hit it here sign. Now, it stinks because in a game, I don't know if you've noticed or not, Phil, because the home run derbies, you'll never hit it. It hits the beam and bounces off. And there's the X's all lit up underneath the play ball sign. And then there's what the bleachers look like at night. That is such a cool idea. Another great way to doll up the bleachers. And the props each are so big, so you're not using so many of them. It's a good way to maybe save some memory and doll up the bleachers. That is so freaking cool, dude. Philly. Representing the Phils. Love it. Love guy named Phil. Phils are great. Of course, Phil Sherman, big fat guy. Love fat guys. Stupid bug flying around my face. Get out of here, bug. I'll run you. More Rome, less bugs. Make the show better. Outstanding, dude. Philly giving us a fantastic build out in Seattle. You've got your stamp. You got your asterisks. Maybe I need to find something new. The stamp has turned into basically there's a feature in your park that's blown me away. And then now the asterisks are the true Stadium of the Year candidates that I would put on my list. Maybe I'll have to come up with a new stamp for that. I don't know. But we'll see. All right. Thanks, Philly. Couple more to go, fellas. Let's do this. All the way back to the East Coast we go, fellas and ladies. We have Satow Stadium in New York, home of the champion New York Knicks. I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't really have a favorite basketball team. But anyway, here we go. Satow Stadium from Venom 1120. He says this is a recreation of the Columbia University Baseball Stadium in the Inwood section of Manhattan, where the football stadium covers the third base dugout. Ooh, that's a cool concept. Well, let's check it out. Well, you're going to be hitting tree shots and splash shots, and people collecting those splash shots will be in a canoe. We have a canoe. Oh, we have two canoes, flashy canoes. Where did they come up with this concept for the canoe? What the hell is it even? Is it like a water snake? Is it some kind of fish? Who knows? All right. Well, we don't want to look at the third base dugout yet, but yeah, this is cool. Hitting balls in the trees, using the Phillies batter's eye, nice little scoreboard. Oh, it looks like either field you can hit a splash shot. That's always fun. And then there's a little gymnasium over here, or field house, whatever you want to call that. I like how the trees kind of leak over to the top. Very realistic. Oh, there it is. There's the football field leaking over to the third base dugout. That's fun. So you're under the football field. Excellent. Then he made custom bleachers over here, all surrounded by trees. So then what's this body of water then? It says here that the Inwood neighborhood is bounded by the Hudson and Harlem rivers. Is it one of those? Or both combining someplace? I don't know. I guess when I do New York, it's always basically just Manhattan and the Bronx. But this is a great job recreating all this stuff with the tennis courts and soccer fields and bridges and the old Peanut building. What is the Peanut building again anyway? Hourglass Center. Okay, that makes sense. Is that a real thing someplace? But see, it looks like there's a peanut underneath it, doesn't it? Like a Magic Eye peanut. But there's the old brewery building. Everything's going to be well lit, it looks like. Nice old school buildings surrounding the campus. Yeah, that's great right there. Look at that. That could be a thumbnail. Turn on them lights. Yeah, come on, SDS. You got to fix these lights. There's no reason that place shouldn't be lit up better. There's plenty of lights all over the place, especially on the field. You don't even see those little spots in the field. How has this not been fixed yet? You got to think even the casual stadium creator user has created a stadium and gone to them and say, listen, the lights suck. And you'd think enough of them would have even been to SDS to the point where they got to fix it. But it looks good in the daytime, too. So, yeah, outstanding work, sir. Nice job. Boom. Stamp it up for you. The penultimate stadium for this video, ladies and gentlemen, is from a new creator to Studio 44, but you have to go back to MLB The Show 25 to check it out. It's the ballpark at MGM Grand. It's in Las Vegas, Nevada. Altitude is 2,001 feet. It'll be ready for us in 2029. His name, Cole Baker, and he says it's the second stadium he's ever made. He's proud of the left field bleacher section, used wooden bleachers down the baselines, and the minor league field level seats. Detailing is not completely finished. Well, let's take a peek. Now, listen, this gentleman, great example of why you want to leave some way to you in the notes. Turns out he accidentally did not upload the stadium. So when I was looking for it, I didn't record it in its normal spot, but I dropped him a line via email. He responded the next day, and I was able to record the stadium to sneak it in. So good idea to get your email address or something and ask anybody. I haven't been bothering you, right? I haven't been spamming you with crap, telling you to subscribe to my stuff and buy this and buy. I contact you for this and this alone. But right field looks great. There's some wooden bleachers with the second level on top, covered with the futuristic roof, digging it, using concessions to kind of create a wall back here, close things off. Excellent look. Big scoreboard in right. Braves fan style of labeling the home run distances, which is absolutely asinine that we have to do. I like the quirky dimensions of this wall over here. Oh, and I like that the windows are right up top. Oh, here's the left field fan section going right down to standing room only. Love it. Oh, Cole Baker, ladies and gentlemen. Nice and low. Luxury seats, like that. Faced them off with a laser ribbon, too. Super cool look. And then there's the minor league field level and the wooden bleachers, like he said. And he used the good old railings. Oh, and he kind of flipped them around to make the things wider. Okay, that's a cool look. I'm on board, Cole. All right. Nice, good concourse up there. Plenty of concessions within, too. Now, are those just to kind of face it off, or are they supposed to be inside the stadium, too? Let's take a peek. Man, sometimes it's so slow. That's one thing I got to give credit to San Diego Studios for. waiting for everything to load up, and the show 25 is like, oh my dear Lord, just bringing Stadium Creator up in general takes forever. Then it takes forever to get to the vault you want, and then once you click on the vault, then you put the search, and when you search, it takes an hour. Everything just takes so long. Very nice, clean build again for a second Stadium. Kicks the shit out of anything I ever made for my second Stadium. That's for damn sure. But look how much better it's lit. He doesn't even have any lights. And look how much better it's lit. I don't understand how they can take such a big step backwards. Someone in coding explain this to me. Cole, great work. So glad you found Studio 44. So glad you're into building stadiums and sending them my way. Look forward to seeing more from you soon. You guys probably can't tell, but I have a whole new haircut. I have shaved. I have grown hair back. This is now day 5 of recording. I had to jump on and record the stadium because 50% of my Golden Canoe members reached out to me in Discord and told me he's very excited to get this stadium in the next video. So I wanted to jump in and record this before we see our final stadium. This is a collaboration, as you can see. It's called Flips Hard Rock at Turtle Beach Collab. It's in Atlantic City, New Jersey, has an altitude of 100 feet, and it was built in 2026. The two collaborators are both members, by the way. Flip of Plan B, 211, being the golden member, and the other member is Obituary Turtle. And I think, even though Flip submitted the stadium and was the one to reach out to me, I think Obituary Turtle wrote this. He says, welcome to Flip's Hard Rock at Turtle Beach, brought to you by Flip the Turtle Productions, home of the Atlantic City Aces. This is a collaboration between Flip of Plan B and Obituary Turtle. Flippy sent me this field nearly complete at 70%. I deleted the entire stadium and left all of the outfield and front entrance details. I rebuilt an entirely new stadium. In this footprint, from there, we bounced it back and forth several times. Flippy faced it off beautifully, and we both took turns tweaking and twacking it around until we were both happy with it. This was my 3rd time collaborating with a fellow creator, and I really love this process. I hope to see more fellow builders hop on the collaboration train. I'm all about it. I mean, I always thought that the Remix Challenge was kind of a collaboration because even though one person started it and you're kind of tearing down and changing some things, but it's 2 people working on a stadium. But yeah, I'd love to see that in the challenge. Other than that, I don't have any notes on the details of the stadium, so let's bounce in. This is definitely, oh, look at that. And after everything I saw on Discord today, hopefully I got on live and talked about that. But if not, I'll record it in another thing. But look at all these. Come, turtle soup. Well, that's why we need an obituary for the turtle, huh? Dude, I'm stamping already. Got the party pier and all the buildings blended in. This is great. The raised grass area here looks fantastic. The line of concessions, very, at least what I imagine Atlantic City, based on what I've seen from Dogma and Sunny. And, oh, look at all this. But Dogma and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and The Sopranos, when they go out to the boardwalk. This is excellent, fellas. Like 3 different party pools out here, including one from the slide. This is so fun. Oh, is this all sand? That's cool. Flips Flapjacks. There we go. We have a new shirt, Sewell. Flips Flapjacks. Absolutely. Hard Rock Party at Atlantic City. Excellent, excellent work. It's RDL Central. Awesome. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback in Discord. Sewell, thank you again for moving all the Ricky Davis League stuff over. Again, I'm not calling out to you saying, yeah, I was gonna put all the stuff in the Studio 44 thing, but I can't get it to work. So if only someone could do it for that's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to say, because I assumed that I could access it and I couldn't. So I said, because I couldn't access it, I put it in general. And Sewell was kind enough to go in and fix it and then take the time to move everything over. So yeah, he was texting me the other day, and I showed his one stadium, and he's like, just show one, don't show two. I'm not a channel member. I was like, dude, you have earned to get whatever you want out of Studio 44 with all the help you've given me. So, yeah. So I can't thank you enough. But outside of the stadium, definitely the work of Flip of Plan B. Look at this, like the Y-shaped entrance. This is excellent, fellas. Yeah, just cruising around. Closed off of the Atlanta Braves. I'm seeing this building more and more closed off stadiums. Now, what do we got out on here? More RDL stuff. I think I remember seeing this on Discord, right? Didn't you post this picture? Excellent. RDL again. Yeah, I don't really have an RDL logo. Just the one that I made for the RDL All-Stars, who are now going to be the San Diego Canoes. Speaking of canoes, fellas. Oh, there they are. Phew. We have canoes. 2 lonely canoes. 2 beached canoes. But look at that. That's an amazing around behind right there. That's what she said. Ugh, I got to work on that, fellas. I'm so sorry. I've been editing this video for like a week, on and off, every single day, just about. And it seems like every time I talk, I start laughing at myself, and I don't know why I do it. I need to stop. It's got to be really annoying to you guys. Maybe it's just super annoying to me because I'm so tired of hearing my own voice I could puke. Flip of Plan B and Turtle. A great stadium. Turtle, Flip. Oh, look at that. They're right on the either side of the scoreboard. Great idea. Thank you guys so much. Now we're going back to what would have been the 5th and final stadium, and it's a banger. Here we are, folks. Proof that I am all in on this gentleman becoming one of the GOATs. I have saved his stadium for last sight unseen because I have that much confidence that we can close out a video with a stadium from Triple Z or ZZZ boy. This is E. Huff Hutton Park in Wall Street. It's in New York City. Max altitude, 1996. I like how we kept our stadiums nice and bunched together. First in Northwest, and then we came over to New York, and all's working out well. Oh, no, I went back to West for Vegas, and now we're coming back. Well, so much for that plan. Anyway, E.F. Hutton was a large brokerage firm in the 70s and 80s. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen, was their slogan that was on the airwaves. All right, not much about the park, but we'll dive in. Look at all this. Hudson Law, ZZZ Boys Mattress Barn, represented. I love the curved concourse holding this little kiosk here. Outstanding. And that... He put the roof on all those guys. Oh, he's got 3 props mixed in here. Look at this. See? I told you. Did I tell you? Haven't I not been saying it for video after video after video with this guy? Freaking awesome. 3 of the buildings blended in. Oh, this is a cool little bleacher section, too. Football field back here. Oh, man. Mixing the tile with the brick all over the place. Standard around and behind. I do see KNNU represented in the broadcast booth. E.F. Hutton Park. Yankees looking pretty good, ZZZ boy, without Judge or Stanton in the lineup. No Fried still. They haven't played any super huge teams in a while, I guess, but there's a stadium and the lights on. This guy, man. Triple Z. Chapter 11. That doesn't seem like the best place to eat. Come eat here. We're broke. But the grass holding the thing. And then this little tunnel back here where there's bathrooms and kiosks and restaurants and concessions and all kinds of fun stuff. Some trees in the middle here. See, now look how much faster this camera goes than that last stadium I was in. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. One more stadium extravaganza in the book. So glad I was able to sneak this in before I went on my trip, even though I may be watching the premiere while I'm on my trip. But the good thing about coming in and recording new stadiums when you've already had the whole video pretty much edited is you get to re-record the outro. And between recording the first outro and this outro, look what came in the mail. It's here. It's a little crooked, but the parody of Mark's Life is Better with Canoes is now available at the Studio 44 store officially. I've got to tweak it because it's a little crooked, but I'll do that before this video premieres. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. For those of you who did, thank you for liking and subscribing if you haven't done that already. Thank you for going over and checking out Sewell's Discord, which is right over here. I wanted to show you real quick, because we mentioned it a couple times, the old Studio 44 section that Sewell was kind enough to set up and move over. Here's all the teams. Now, some of these teams may go away. I want to do a live premiere soon if I haven't already, making a couple of these teams. There's the Gamblers. That's my team. But I'll play in the stadiums when you make them. In the official league, if I'm playing that team, I'll play in a stadium created for that team if they're home. I'm going to play in the Moonshot Casino if I'm home. But we're not just picking one. So if multiple people make stadiums for the Bomb Squad, I'll play one game in Zach Stadium or one game in Sluggish Moth Stadium. Also, I talked about the stadium requests. People requesting stadiums to be created on my comments. Skip me. I'm just the middleman. Go down here, stadium request in Sewell's Stadium Creator Discord. Again, there's a link in the description of this channel and this video. Stadium requests. Put the stuff that you want made, and hopefully someone will pick it up, say, hey, I've got an idea for that. I can't guarantee it will happen, but there it is. It doesn't hurt to throw a couple bucks to whoever decides to create it for you. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to take a much-needed break from school/stadium creator. Enjoy a nice cruise, and I hope you guys have a lovely start to your summer as well. But we will be back very, very soon to check out more of your creations right here in Studio 44.